It's just a different Jeff. Nothing to improve.
Yeah, but no one will have no more complaints with me ever. Nobody from the staff, never again.
So are you saying that you're here proclaiming not to be a pain in the ass anymore?
Exactly. And I'm willing to come down here every day this summer as long as you want me. No questions asked.
So if you come down every day this summer, then you will be a pain in the ass.
Probably. We'll see, though.
All right, Jeff.
Maybe every other day.
All right.
Okay.
Little bitch.
You little bitch.
Artie, what's going on? He's smoking weed. Jeff the drunk bastard.
That was pretty good too, man.
He's smoking friggin' grass.
Pretty good. Right?
Do it.
Watch it more than
Nice.
So Jeff Currow, Jeff the drunk, you know him as Jeff the drunk. You wouldn't know his last name.
Yes. You little bitch.
Artie does the best impression of Jeff.
I saw Jeff out in front this morning, Robert, and he said,
Artie, do you have any raspberry Milanos?
nice.
You know what's funny? So Jeff says, Jeff Currow, I want to come in and just tell you I'm changing. You know what? We didn't take him to Vegas because we like the guy, but he's just such a pain in the ass that you literally can't deal with him. Like, if we took him to Vegas, he would have been like, hey man, I don't have any money. Come on, you got to take me out. Come on, nobody's paying attention.
It's not nice enough, and where's he supposed to eat, and why isn't anybody being with him? And
and he complains, and he just complains and complains, and everyone said to me, he's too much to handle. He's just not self-sufficient.
So he basically talked himself out of the trip.
Right.
All I'd like is a deep tissue massage. Is that too much
It'll
to
be like,
ask? I have no money. Can't you guys give me a massage? I have no money. Can't you guys give me some money for gambling? I'm bored.
I need money for food. I need money.
I'd like to use the spa.
So, it's just so annoying. So he's coming in today to make his big announcement that he's different, that he's not going to be annoying anymore.
Yeah.
So, he calls Casey up and he goes, I want to come in. He goes, I heard Jenna Jameson's going to be there. Can I take a picture with her? So already he's starting in. So
With demand.
Casey goes, I don't know. We'll see, Jeff. And then he goes, now, I don't have much money for a camera, so do you have a camera there?
Oh, you're kidding.
That you can give me? Right?
Yeah, totally. And he was dead serious too. I said, now Jeff, what did we talk about? He said you would turn over a new leaf. He said, yeah, you're right, but it's just I don't have a lot of money and I don't have that much.
You
I'm like,
can't turn
Jeff,
it over.
what are you telling me?
I've turned over a new leaf.
And if I could just quote him in a Holy Ghost case, I've turned over a new leaf, bitch.
Yeah.
Be a bitch already.
Let's bring him in and tell him we don't believe him.
Yeah, it doesn't sound so far like the new leaf is any different than the old leaf.
Guys, go down.
Thank you. These are for Howard. Give these to... Give these to Howard. Give them to Howie.
I thought you're not going to be a pain in the ass. You're already ordering Casey around.
Hey, I'm not doing nothing wrong, dude.
So the...
You know, I know. I Here's what happened now.
What happened?
You're getting ready for me. Come on. Come on, Robert. That's up.
That's it. You got me.
Jeff, why do you have to move the microphone around?
I was just getting a glance at
I know, just put it up by your mouth. When Casey positions the microphone, you just leave it
There
there.
we go. Sorry.
All right.
My bad.
So, I think, I kind of thought maybe you learned your lesson when we didn't take you to Vegas.
I did.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did, Robert. I swear. As Roddy, I never said a bad word to anybody. I walked in there and I thought that John.
No, but you already, it's like, hey, I need to take a picture with Janet Jameson. Do you guys have a camera for me? Me. What can I get for free?
I have a camera.
You know, but you're bothering us with your camera problems, and we have to buy you a camera. It's like you're always got the handout.
Come on.
Yeah, Casey said you
You
did.
guys turn everything around. Everything.
And if we
Did
turn
you
it around.
complain to Casey
Jeff.
that you don't have any money?
Jeff, did you not say that?
Yeah, yes, I did. No, you're like,
But why
come
bother us?
on down this Friday.
Why are you our responsibility for making money? I mean, no offense, it's just not our problem. I mean, you can go out and get a job.
I can't, Howard.
Sure you can.
I lost my license.
Yeah, but why did you lose your license? You drink and drive, dude.
I happened to be driving through a cornfield.
But here we go again. It's just like the same old Jeff
Yeah,
Carroll
like somebody
story.
took his license unjustly.
You're like, oh, I can't get a job. You can't get a job because you had your license taken away because you're a baby.
And you're a drunk.
Right.
Hey, Jeff, you promised you were going to be on your best behavior, right?
I am.
You showed up, you're drinking, you're Jeff the drunk, I understand that. Were you doing anything else in the green room? I walked by and I smelled something funny that you weren't supposed to be doing. Was it? You're supposed to be on your best behavior. You're not going to make trouble here, but then you made trouble. Now I'm in trouble because I think you were doing something you weren't supposed to be doing in there.
Is that right? Were you doing something you weren't supposed to be doing?
That's right.
That's right, okay.
What's on this new leaf, Jeff? It sounds like the same old leaf.
He doesn't want to be Jeff the drunk, he wants to be Jeff the pothead.
You guys have taken away from me the only thing I have. The Howard Stern Show.
Dude, we would have taken you to Vegas, you could have had a nice time, but we knew what we were in for. You guys don't, I need money to gamble, I don't have any money. Wah. Go out and get a
I
job.
was all right with it, Howard. Come on now.
Yeah, hey,
You cried one day before you were all right with it.
Yeah, well, I was up back late.
But you do call the office at times in the afternoon. I don't know what goes on, whether you drink the whole day or whatever, but it'll be like 3 or 4 in the afternoon, and it's a barrage of calls, and you have cried before, which I've heard, which I feel bad about.
So what happened? How did you lose the license? I mean, you've been caught drunk driving before, and they never took away your license.
No, well, I went to,
Court?
I went to court, yeah.
Lord, you couldn't think of the word court?
Yeah, I
No,
got
no,
I got
no. I went to court for, I went to court for my TWAI.
TWAI.
They gotta add letters.
He's got an extra letter.
Ability impaired.
Driving while ability impaired.
Well, that's all the time,
I
isn't it?
thought it was almost intoxicated.
TWAI.
Yeah, almost a taxi.
Thank God the justice system got something right.
Anyway, I went to court for that,
Yes.
and they took my license away.
Because you were guilty.
Right,
Oh,
So how long did they take it?
for 3 months.
Well,
that's not
But
nearly
then,
enough.
I was driving home from court, and they pulled me over again.
you drove home from court after they took away your license?
Yeah. They gave me 4 new tickets.
In all fairness, how did they expect you to get your car home from court?
That's
Well,
your
you know
fault.
And you know what
Drunk,
else?
but
I swear to God, I was gonna take that car home and park it. I swear to God.
as opposed to doing whatever else you would do with the car when you're done driving.
no, but the point is,
No,
you're
no.
saying you would
I
have parked it for
wasn't
3
drunk,
months.
I was stoned.
Oh, I see. So the new tickets were for practically the same thing.
Not just high. If you're high and drive, it's not the friggin' same.
Oh, okay.
It's not.
Robin, what are you, a fascist?
Tell her, Artie.
Tell her.
So you lost your license, and you did have some sort of job that you drove to.
Yeah, I stamped hands.
You stamped hands.
Whoa.
You stamped hands.
Yeah, Howard, he stamps hands at the pool, but what do you do in the wintertime when the pool's closed? What's him in a pool?
Sit home.
So you take the
When
winter
did he
off?
get paid for stamping hands?
Wait a second.
And do you think he even does that right? Like, do you think he even takes it seriously?
I have a smiley face, and I know how that goes, bitch.
Ma'am, I'm sorry. By mistake, I stamped your lower back.
People know.
How did you get,
You know, the kids, I stamp their foreheads.
how did you get,
They love it.
how did you get your hand stamping job? Like, seriously, you have to have connections to get that.
Seriously,
Who did you know?
I had some connections.
So you can't even get to
Not
that
good
job.
enough, though.
You can't get to that job.
I would love to see the people that showed up for the job that didn't get
Yeah,
it.
well, who goes to this pool? I
What?
just have to.
You got a hand stamping job. God, you must know like a senator or something.
I thought it was for like a club. I didn't realize it was for a pool. Like, what kind of pool? Like a public pool?
It's staple.
State pool? And why do you need your hand stamp? Because you have to pay to get
And
in?
you know what?
Yeah.
John Melendez.
All right, just answer my
I know
question.
someone who knows his brother that works in the parks department.
All right, just answer my question.
Okay.
Wow.
So you
I
stamp.
just wanted to say that.
So when you stamp people's hands,
Yeah.
what do you get paid for that? Seriously?
Would I get paid?
Yeah. What do you get
What
paid
do you
for?
think?
$7 an hour?
I wish.
6.
What do you get? What is it an hour?
5? 5.25.
Like,
What's minimum wage?
I was trying to remember. I thought it was 5 something.
I think it's like 620. And I've been there friggin' 7 years.
You're stamping hands.
Yeah, dude, it's not
What
going
do
to
you
go up.
think's
Oh man, I've been there
happening?
7 years. You think they reward me
Yeah,
with a
he's
big,
supposed to be president now of the company.
like a Bob Pittman type golden parachute?
Yeah.
Like, what the heck? I've been doing my time.
Let me ask you
It's
something.
not prison.
So, how? Yeah, like I did my time. Now they should make me president
Actually,
of America.
you know what?
I didn't say that.
That's a
Howard.
kid's job.
Yeah, that's a summer job for like
I
a little
know.
kid.
I know, because everybody I work with, they're like 16. They just graduated. I'm like 35. Working at the pool. Ooh.
Did you expect a promotion?
Hey, can I ask one more question, Howard?
You're robbing some kid of a summer job.
I know.
The 7 years you've been there, it's been without incident. Have you ever gotten in any trouble, been written up, had any problems?
Not of that.
Do you show up drunk?
Yeah.
Of course, how else do you do
No.
I can't imagine you
Make
being
it
around.
challenging.
I can't imagine the state allowing you around children. I mean, really,
I'm sorry, Howard.
dude,
Come on.
dude, you're a mess.
Does he yell at the kids, you think?
Here's my question. So let's say
No.
it's mostly kids who come to the pool, right?
Yeah, but I'm not drunk when they're there.
All right, let me ask you something. Let's say a kid hasn't paid, and you see that he doesn't have a stamp on his hand.
Oh, that happened before.
And do you stop them and go like, "Hey, you have to pay,"
Yeah.
or do you let them in?
No, I was like, hey, man, what's up? You have to pay to get in. And it was this black dude, you know? He's like, shut up, Whitey. He said to me. I was like, what the hell's that? He paid. He wasn't going to that figure pool.
Oh my God.
What if they like you and they don't have money? What if they say, "Hey, come on, man, help me out. I don't have any money."
Well, you know, like, well, I guess it's okay to talk about it now because I don't work there, so.
Right. I love your thought process.
At least he's thinking it through.
Yeah, it's like millionaire. I'm gonna answer that question.
Let me see.
All right.
I'm not working there. Oh, God.
So what would happen? Sometimes you let a kid slide.
Well, sometimes.
The kid reminded you of you.
No, well, this guy pulled in with. He's like, hey. Because I knew him from the year before, a couple years before, you know, he always came with this other Chinese girl and this other guy. And he's like, hey, I saw you on Howard, man. He pulled into me. Then he went walking off into the sunset, you know.
Interesting.
Great story.
I can't imagine why we had to stop for that.
Special storytellers on the Howard Stern Show.
My other,
Hey, Howard, I have a good song for you.
Well, wait a second.
wait a minute. My other
Then
question is,
later.
how old is his boss? Because it's probably some 17-year-old who has to supervise.
Yeah, how old's the kid? How old's the kid in charge of you?
Hey, I was a supervisor.
Sure
You
you
were
were.
the
I
supervisor.
swear.
You were the supervisor.
I'm 35.
Yeah, but you're a 4-year-old.
Howard, I got another great story. One time there was a guy and he said, "Hey, you're on Stern." Oh, nice. And he said, "Oh, I'm 35, bitch."
Did you ever have to fire anyone?
No,
No.
You ever hook
Yeah,
up
who
with
could
any?
be worse than him?
no,
You ever hooked up with any of the girls, the young girls, the college girls?
no.
Please.
I
They
didn't
head for the hills when they see you. Do you wear that big cowboy hat when you do your hand stamping job?
You know it.
So this is his outfit at the pool?
Yeah.
I wear shorts. Hey,
Oh, that's gotta be hot.
very respected.
It looks like Merle Haggard had a bad allergic reaction.
So
Yeah,
yeah.
I love Mariah.
Yeah, so do I.
You can't talk bad about that hooky from Muskogee.
Hey Jeff, so you go down to this job, you stamp hands, and that job's gotta last what, like 3 months because it's June, July, and August. Then the pool closes, and then you live on that money.
Actually, it opens at
May.
yeah, about May.
Yeah. So you had May, June, July,
Well,
August.
actually, like May. What's Memorial Day?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's coming up next weekend.
That's when it opens
Yeah.
for the weekends. Then it'll open full time. The pool, I mean, will be open like about June.
June full time, July and August. So you've been there every day.
Howard,
Yeah.
my day is really
No, just
slow.
5 days a week.
An outdoor
But
pool.
like every freaking weekend and 3 days during the week.
So your whole
What
weekend.
do you freaking do?
So your weekend's completely ruined.
Yeah, I know, it sucks.
What would you be doing on the weekend anyway?
Driving high.
Hey, can I say, Jeff? Are you on welfare now?
Yeah,
And you collect the food stamps?
SSI, yeah.
Do you ever trade the food stamps in for liquor?
How do you get beer?
Yeah, because there's ways to.
How do you get all this beer that you drink? Where do you get the money for that?
This beer right here,
Any beer.
just with the money I get
From
a
welfare?
month. Yeah.
So you do have money, you just don't
I just
budget
get
your...
500 bucks a month. Whoa.
What do you need? Where are you
What do I
going?
need?
How we were thinking, like,
I think he wants money for
Yeah.
cigarette weed.
you needed a camera. A camera costs, say, all right, $15. Jeff, if you didn't drink for one day, you'd be able to buy the camera.
Oh.
Crazy Casey?
If I didn't drink for
Your
1 day.
logic, like, is so stupid.
So let me ask you this on your job. So what do? You have an ink pad and a stamper.
Yeah, I did. Oh,
Okay.
I did.
All right. And what do you do every day? When you get set up for your job, do you have a special place you keep the ink pad?
Oh, yeah.
Where is that kept?
Keep it
Do you keep it at work?
right up there by the counter where you pay.
All right. So in other words, you come in there.
I have a nice little chair.
Right. You're all set up.
Down.
And how many people's hands do you stamp in any given hour? At the height of the season.
Oh, well, you get a lot of camps. A
Right.
lot of kids and stuff.
Oh, the
I
buses
mean,
pull
little
up.
kids, you know.
Yeah. What is it? Mostly
So-
black kids?
Well, not really.
Really? Yeah. I think those public pools are always black.
Well,
Where
no,
he lives, there aren't any.
Right,
Oh.
exactly.
No, there is. But, they come up, like, on the city bus. But, I mean, the camps they come in, they're mostly white.
Right. It's supposed to be some pool.
Some
yeah,
kid that
it's
takes you to
Olympic
a
size, bitch.
Olympic size pool.
Howard, Jeff doesn't handle money, just stamping, right?
Right. You don't get
He
the.
has to collect the money, right?
No, they pay the cashier.
Just the guy next to the cashier.
There's nothing a little black kid likes more than seeing Waylon Jennings about to stamp his head.
You know what I'm thinking though too?
Yeah, bitch.
Is when he lost the job, he had to turn in his ink pad.
No, they keep it at work. You got a little
Turn in
smiley
your
face.
ink pad, Jeff.
Did you ever
Didn't
lose?
have to turn it in, though.
You did?
Yeah.
Did you really?
No, yeah, I could even go home with it, too.
So they never let you
I
be a
had to,
cashier.
like, bring it to the office every freaking day.
You had your ink pad. Because they don't trust you.
Yeah, my pair of the smiley face. Ooh, I'm gonna rip off the freaking mark. Ooh.
Hey,
Ooh.
all right, so now you're working, I heard, for Sean, who manages Beetlejuice.
Yeah.
Tell us about that. You're going to be doing appearances?
I'm gonna be doing appearances, I do bachelor parties.
You fired your manager? You had a manager.
Yeah.
Now, why did you fire him?
Because he was like the biggest douchebag of all time.
And you said to him what? Yeah, you're not getting me enough work?
Exactly.
But don't people have to call you to want you to appear at I mean, how is
Well,
he
is
supposed
this
to
manager supposed to promote you somehow?
So you're blaming him, but what could he do? He can't make calls with people.
3 gigs in 6 months. Hello? Hire me, damn it.
Howard, that's Jeff the Drunk. 3 gigs in 6 months. What are you, crazy?
All right,
3 gigs.
so Sean is now managing you. And what is
Sean.
what's the business arrangement? If you get a gig, he gets a percentage?
Yeah.
Okay.
And how many gigs would you expect a month?
I would like at least 2 gigs a month.
All right, and what do we charge for something like a Jeff Currow appearance?
Like, it can be arranged.
Well, what do
What
you
does
want?
Jeff do?
Yeah, what do you do when you go to a
He
gig?
said he does bachelor parties.
Now, what do you do?
Bachelor party.
What do you do at the bachelor party?
Come on, man.
What?
I go out in the streets of New York last night. People coming up to me left and thinking right.
All right.
So what do you do?
I think he hangs
I
out.
do, I just hang out. I'm a very funny person, Robin.
You're kidding.
And if you took the time to realize, you know.
When did you get to New York City last night? Were you here last
Yeah.
night? What'd you do last night in Manhattan?
I went to a few bars. Oh, yeah, I know. What's her name?
What's her name?
Oh, sorry about that.
I call her dead chick in a trunk.
No, that's my girl from Dark Side.
Dark side.
Dark something.
Dark Shadows?
Melba something.
Oh, Jessica Alba.
That's it. I met her last night.
Dark angel.
Dark Angel. Thank
Where'd
you,
you meet
Robin.
her?
I met her at some bar.
What bar? Boy, that's a major find. She's hot.
Like, oh my gosh.
How did you know it was her?
No, because I was walking to there and some kid noticed me. He's like, Jeff the Drunk, hey, what's up? And he gave me a beer. Anyway.
Did you tell her you're a
He's
head
like,
stamper?
Jessica. He's like, Jessica's in that bar. I was like, no, she ain't.
And they let you in these bars.
Oh, yeah, so I walked in, looked all around, couldn't find her. I said, no, she ain't. So I
Poor girl.
I go outside to have a cigarette, and I see all these light bulbs flashing. Sure enough, I walk over there. It was her.
Did you talk to her?
Yeah, I was like, hey. She was like still like 3 or 4 feet away from me. Say, hey, Judge, I'm going to see Howard tomorrow. What do you want me? Do you want me to say anything to him? And her boyfriend's like, grabs her and says, yeah, you can tell Howard's doing that. I left the key at the front door, or at the front desk, but he never came to get it.
Oh,
He told you
Well,
that?
whatever that's supposed
Maybe
to
he's the
mean.
key maker.
I think he was supposed to.
delivering the message.
Yeah.
Howard, did you know that?
Don't kill the messenger, bitch.
Isn't it cool when 2 celebrities meet? Jessica Alba and Jeff the Drunk?
All right.
Hey,
What?
She was standing 4 to 5 feet away from me, which
He-
is what the court order said.
He acts as if he had a drink when I met
one said it
Jessica
should
Alba.
be 25.
You stood in the crowd watching her.
Jessica Alba's boyfriend, that's the guy on the show who was in the wheelchair, right?
Yes.
Yeah. He says, tell Howard the key. I left it at the front desk?
Yeah, but he never came to get it. I was like, okay.
What does that mean? Did you say,
I don't-
excuse me, I don't understand?
No, he's like, just tell her that I left the key at the front desk. That was it.
That was it. All right, well, it sounds like you had a fun night.
Very good night.
It's a good night for me.
Well, Jeff the Drunk announces, A, that he's changed. He's no longer a user.
I can't tell the difference, actually.
Well, give him a chance. He didn't work out so well when he asked for cameras and pictures with Jenna Jameson, but he can be booked for an appearance, which is what he's here to announce. He is signed with the exclusive Sean Beetlejuice's manager website, I guess, and jollydwarf.com. And you can actually book Jeff the Drunk to come to bachelor parties or whatever kind of party, bar mitzvah, anything, and he'll stand there and drink with you.
Yeah, wedding? Wouldn't you like him in your
Have a good time.
Yeah, well, and it'll be charming.
Exactly.
I'm just here to announce I'm no longer a loser. I just spend my welfare money on beer and weed.
Hey, Howard, and if anyone needs, an expert hand stamper for their club or their pool,
Wouldn't it be great if you had a party and you hired Jeff to stamp hands?
you could do that. You would do that, right?
That would be great.
Would you do
Shut
that?
up, Robert.
What? That's
You
what
would?
you're good at.
I think that's funny. Like, people come in the door and you stamp their hand.
Look at Jeff. Oh, shut up. Now you sound ridiculous.
No, he's in show business.
Oh, I would love see that at that party I would attend. Jeff will stamp your hand.
Yes, Casey.
Hey, you know, we're always talking about him calling up and he curses at people and he gets really mad. It's always our fault. I just found a tape of him of him calling up, like really complaining.
Oh, good.
Oh,
This is the old Jeff.
yeah, the old
Dude, now this is where he's not going to be anymore.
I swear to God.
Well, let's listen to it.
Casey,
I did not appreciate the way you guys are treating me. This is bullshit. You hear me? Bullshit. This is Jeff, and I'm pissed, and it ain't right. I cut an album this week, and I'm doing it all for you guys, and you guys pissed me off.
Wow, I wonder what we did.
It was all for you guys, and ooh, I'll give you such a pinch. I can't even come down.
stop, Marty.
I try to come on the show, you.
I got to hear that again.
Casey, get out of here, please.
Like when he goes, hey, it's Jeff the Drunk.
Yeah.
You're like, no.
We thought it was
Oh,
Prince
you're
William.
kidding.
Prince William.
This isn't one of the royal family. It's
I
Jeff.
did not appreciate the way you guys are treating me. This is bullshit. You hear me? Bullshit. This is Jeff, and I'm pissed, and it ain't right. I cut an album this week, and I'm doing it all for you guys, and you guys piss me off.
All right, well, anyway, to book Jeff the Drunk,
Sorry about that.
well, you need a beer constantly, dude. We're almost done. You go out and get a beer now.
No, but hey, Howard, I got a song for you.
Quickly, because I got Jenna Jameson. And no, you can't take a picture with her today.
It's in there.
I don't want you to take a picture with Jenna Jameson.
Okay, I won't.
Yeah, thank you.
What's your song?
Jeff the Drunk.
Can't survive, can't survive.
All right, next time, jollydwarf.com to book Jeff the Drunk. What's the look of amazement?
I thought you said I could do it.
It's in another room. You're not prepared.
I'm fully prepared.
No, but I can't wait for you to go get music from another room.
Come on.
Dude, I got a show to do. This is what I mean. You're a pain in the ass. When I say it's over, it's over.
You're saying I can't do a song? Ooh. I'm so pissed.
You always leave with a bad feeling.
I'm not.
It's always like you know what you do? You set yourself up for failure. You keep asking for stuff, and then when someone says no, then you're all beaten up. Dude, you had a nice appearance. We laughed. We had a good time together. It's over now. Now it's time to go home.
Now, Jeff, you heard Howard. He said that you can't take a picture with Jenna, right? So you're not going to ask me when we get out of here, right?
No.
Okay.
All right, let me see you behave now. Maybe you'll go to Vegas next time.
You ain't even going to Vegas.
That's right. But if I decide, let's say I become mentally ill and I decide to go back to Vegas, then maybe you'll go. See how you can behave out there.
Okay,
Everybody enjoys you, but you know, that's it.
whatever. Okay.
All right.
Good night, whatever.
Night.
See, he leaves all defeated.
Jeff, come on. What are you...
It's always on a bad note with you.
Well, I ain't doing nothing.
All right, thank you, Jeff. That's Jeff the Drunk, jollydwarf.com. There he goes.
What did he do?
I don't know. Everything just falls.
His last beer fell off the podium.
All right.
Okay, I'll leave.
What's up, Jeff? Oh, this way, maybe right there. What happened? off, Doc?
That's my baby.
Why are you pissed off, Jeff?
I'm mad. Fucking.
You are mad. You're upset.
I am upset.
What's up? Why are you upset? So talk to me.
I ain't fucking. I'm leaving. I ain't getting the bottle. You guys want to fucking bad mouth me? Everything, I don't care.
Are you crying?
You can do it. No, I ain't crying.
I can't see it.
I ain't crying.
All right, bro. So you gonna get ready to leave?
Well, yeah.
What's the matter? Tell me what happened.
Well, everything's fine.
Well, what did the guy say to you?
Whatever, dude.
Dude, don't get quiet on me.
No, man, whatever, you know, whatever they want to do. Cause, whatever.
So what's next? What are you gonna do next?
Whatever. Sit on my yes, I don't.
All you've been saying is whatever. What's the matter, man? You're pissed off.
I'm leaving.
Jim Carrey's dropping by.
Who didn't go to college at all, so there.
He had to live in a car while his dad couldn't work. So if his dad just didn't work or something.
Well, they lived in the car and he'd drive the whole family to the school after everybody left, and they would clean it, I think.
Clean the
whole
school.
family would clean it.
The whole family was like all janitors.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. I didn't know that.
I've seen that. Seen that on his true story.
Right.
Jim Carrey's true story. The whole family lived in a car.
It was like a clown car. The clown gets out and cleans your...
And Jim would get out and be a janitor with his dad and his mom and the other kids.
Yeah.
It was something else.
Could you clean the toilet? Oh, righty then. Wow, you're a funny kid.
Hello. What's up, Jeff? How you doing, man? Pretty good. How are you?
I'm all right. You know, life is tough. What can I say? You're gonna have to move to that side a little bit. Just protecting you. Get your arm in, go quicker. And then slay down and go quicker. Focus. Rack focus. Rack.
You're very hard to capture.
Am I?
Camera. Really?
How's that?
Okay.
Hi.
What's going on?
Oh, it's a real world, isn't it?
What are you gonna talk to Howard about?
I'm gonna go and have a crap right now. Can you follow me?
If you want me to.
I'm gonna do a Dairy Queen swirl for you now, if you just follow me into the restroom. What do I want to talk about? Oh, so many issues. So many things I'm concerned about.
You know, Howard,
Hey, man. How you doing? Good to see you.
Don't get it for me.
Huh?
Don't get it for me.
Oh, no, I got it sooner or later.
Let me let him know that you're here.
Okay.
Please relax. Relax. What are you doing? You're taking the seal. You're taking the seal down.
I just like to get sensitized. Make sure I feel a lot of pain before I go in there. Then comparatively, Howard is nothing.
That's what you do.
Asbestos.
So what are you gonna talk to Howard about today?
I don't know. You know, the trouble with Howard is...
It just fell over and he controlled.
Did it? Yeah! Rock and roll. The trouble with Howard is he can go places that I can't possibly go because I'm trying to be politically correct. You see, I have a lot to protect. I have a lot. I have literally an empire that could crumble today. Good luck. Oh, thank you.
All right, real quick, because we got Jim Carrey here. He's a big star, and he didn't need to wait for us.
That's right. How long is he gonna wait?
And I'm excited that he's here, because it's been a couple of years since we've seen Jim in the studio, and
Sure.
he's a funny dude.
I'm a huge fan.
Huge fan.
Excited.
Love this guy. Love Jim Carrey. My parents love Jim Carrey. My father loves Jim Carrey, evidently.
What did your father say to him again?
Jim was actually like staying in my building for a while. He's not there anymore, so I can say this. He was staying in my building. He was shooting a movie in New York.
Party Central.
And
You all wound up.
my father and mother came into town. I was taking them to dinner. We get in the elevator, and Jim's in there. So I don't see, what am I going to say? Hey, look, Dad, there's, My father gets in, and he goes, and Jim was talking to everyone. Hey, how you doing? I go, hey, how you doing? My father's looking him over. I think I know you.
Oh,
He goes. So Jim, Jim's not going to go, well, I'm the famous Jim Carrey, like, but my father's not sure, so he goes, I think I know you. So Jim's like, hey, how you doing? What's happening? You think you know me? Oh, I don't know. So we leave the elevator, and Jim's like right behind us. My dad's deaf, although he just got his hearing aid.
how's that going?
He heard the rain. I heard the rain.
So he now realizes you just haven't done the rest of the world.
He's still not admitting it.
I can hear the grass grow.
He gets out, and he's like, you know who I think that was?
Oh, he's yelling it.
And my mother goes, who do you think it was? Don't say who you think it was. Who do you think it was? I think that was Jim Carrey. He goes, I don't know who it was. He goes, who was that? She goes, that was Jim Carrey. You knew that was Jim Carrey? And Jim Carrey can hear all of it. And I'm like dying, you know what I mean? Because it's like not cool. My mother goes, if you knew it was Jim Carrey, why didn't you say so? I didn't want to. What if I was wrong, but I knew it was him?
But he did announce to Jim, I think I know who you are.
Yeah, I think I know who you are. So then we're out on the street, and Jim's like at the front desk.
Yeah.
And he goes, my dad goes, if I knew that was Jim Carrey, I thought you said you knew. But if I was sure, I would have invited him to dinner.
It was the rest of the night.
My mother goes, you say you know who he is, so why don't you speak up? Jim Carrey is funny. I'm a fan of Jim Carrey. He's yelling his name out. You know the guy's trying to be low profile.
Right. They're on the street announcing to everyone.
Yeah. He's funny. I would have told him I like... What's the name of that movie I like? What? He's yelling, what's the name? I go, Ace Ventura. Ace Ventura. I like that movie.
You're in the middle of the street.
Wow.
Oh, in the middle of the street. Then it gets carried on in the car, and he's yelling at my mother that he did know it was Jim Carrey. I knew it was Jim Carrey.
Calling attention.
You knew. You didn't know.
And
if you knew, you would have said something.
He would have invited him to dinner.
To dinner. I'm taking my parents to dinner. She's inviting Jim Carrey to dinner.
I just love
He's not picking up the check. I am.
I love the idea that you're in the street and he's going, the guy in back of us, Jim Carrey's funny, much like our son here, Howard Stern.
And then I'll go, no, they don't know I'm funny. Then he go, my father goes, I go, Dad, Jim Carrey is right over at the desk. What? He doesn't hear what he's saying. And I can't yell at, and I'm caught in a nightmare.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be somewhat suave. Try to think of myself as a celebrity and,
Trying to think that you've arrived.
Yeah, like not making a big deal. Plus, I'm there with my girlfriend, and my father's making a bigger deal about Jim Carrey than me.
Yes.
Makes me look bad.
He's never carried on like this about you.
No.
He doesn't even want to invite you to dinner.
Doesn't want me coming to dinner. Wants Jim Carrey at the dinner with him. I'm not good enough.
Oh, boy.
Oy. Maybe we should just bring Jim in. I was going to play a bunch of tape. I don't want to keep the guy away.
Yeah, come on.
I'm sure Brad Pitt's father never yells at Jim Carrey. And then starts carrying on about...
I don't know.
Mr. and Mrs. Pitt conduct themselves.
Is that Jim? Oh, there's Jim.
He remembers that conversation.
You remember that, right? It was such a bad night for me. It's natural. You've lost all that natural thing.
Jim Carrey. I would invite him to dinner.
Oh, God, I loved his implants, too.
Yes, yes.
You did a nice thing for him.
Yeah, he needed them. It fills him out. He's a big boned man. He was so thrilled to meet you.
Yeah, that was nice.
Oh,
That was
man.
nice. I kept running into you in the elevator, and
I know.
we went out to dinner. We were going to go out to dinner.
Yeah, you said let's go out to
Such a
dinner.
Hollywood freak.
You are.
Yeah,
I'm not.
I know. You're a natural, normal guy.
I'm normal.
Well, wait a minute. I don't think there's any normal guys here today.
No, I don't think so.
No, we're very far gone.
Yeah, look back here, Robin. There's a lot of normalcy going on back
Well, I can't see that.
Since Bruce Almighty, I like to hang out with sinners. People that need help.
How are you, man?
I'm so good, thanks.
Yeah?
Yeah, really
Yeah, you
good.
look good.
I am good.
Man, everyone's carrying on how good looking you are now. Well, this is
Well, you
funny.
changed. Something's going on with the hair.
Yeah, you had work done.
Surgery, man.
You had surgery?
It has to be surgery.
Did you have surgery? Would you work out or
not at
something?
all. Yeah, it worked out, yeah.
But you always
People ask me what I'm on. I say a treadmill, 5 a.m.
Is that right?
Yeah, man.
What do you do? What is your workout regimen?
I run like a 5K every day before I go to work.
When you were working here in Manhattan, did you run
I'm running right now.
Did you run in Central Park?
No, I did a little bit in Central Park. I did it on a very icy day, and I was surprised later by the, kind of crippling that happened.
Would people bother you when you would run around the streets?
People don't bother me.
They don't?
They're actually really cool in the city,
But people don't bother you.
They don't make a big deal. They're actually really cool. If you turn a camera on them, too, they go right into character, man.
You look like you were having so much fun when you were living here in New York City for a while.
I was having a blast.
I mean, he was having a blast.
Yeah.
Every day I read in the paper, you were banging a different chair, hanging out. I mean, it was like wild what was going on with you. I pictured wild parties going on.
You didn't hear anything.
I'm so square, man.
No, you're not, dude.
Yeah, I know.
You're a freak.
I wish I was square like
I
him.
wish I could meet some square people. who
Okay,
feel
maybe a
Nobody's square.
dodecahedron.
big. Really?
Would you ever tell me what you were up to when you were here in New York, or were you just very,
I've
very...
dated a couple of times,
Yeah.
But, it's very difficult for me. It's like, it's not for me, but for the girl, like first date. I mean, they catch me right away coming out of the restaurant. Next thing you know, it's like, mystery woman.
So where do you take 'em
They
on
put
the
her right
first
in the
date?
papers.
Well,
It's
like my
this is the
girlfriend,
one, look at her tummy.
my girlfriend was walking by, and she saw Jim. Jim would bring each girl, like, by this outdoor cafe.
I bring him for
For
by
an-
he had
it's
the
like an
same
audition.
for approval. Yeah, he had the same date. What do you think of the breasts?
Turn around, but you can't bring them outside where they can be photographed for doing stuff, these women. You know what I mean? You've got to keep low key.
Well, you kind of do. Yeah,
you do.
Just for their own protection. Yeah. Otherwise, it's like, they went out with me once, we had dinner, and now they're
They're
been
being
dumped.
stalked.
And I would get reports of your dating from all over the place. I'm walking by Tavern on the Green, and a woman would come with me. Jim Carrey was just here, brought some chick. I go, really? No kidding.
That sounds healthy to me.
Yeah, I mean, you sound like you were having a good time.
That sounds good.
You can't find love.
Jim Carrey brought a bunch of dwarfs.
You can't find love?
They were sexy.
You don't want love. You want
I
dating.
don't want love.
No, you want dating.
Slime.
Yeah, you want dating. You want dating.
Yeah, I'm into dating right now, yeah.
Look at you. Playboy.
I'm having fun.
You are,
I'm
right?
having fun.
Is
Yeah,
this
I
the
am.
first time in a long time?
It really
You've
is.
had fun?
I've always taken it so seriously, and kind of like this is the first time in my life I'm needless in the universe.
What did you go into therapy or something?
Yeah, I did years of therapy. I stopped therapy. I think therapy should be a combination of like a half an hour of dredging up your crap,
Right.
and then a half an hour of going like, is there anything good in your life?
Right.
You know what I mean?
You need a little of
A
that.
little of that, man.
Right.
Send you out with a little hope.
How many years did you do therapy?
I don't know, off and on for about 30.
30
30
years.
years? Come on.
Well, you needed it. You had a messed up childhood.
About 10 years.
You had a real messed up childhood.
I had an odd childhood. Yeah, it was a lot more messed up than I thought. Apparently, according to the team of doctors.
No, when I see your biography on TV and stuff, it was so. I mean, I was kidding about it before, but it does sound kind of sad. I mean, you grew up in a car.
I like that because it keeps going.
I was watching either some Jim Carrey biography or something, and it was like your dad was. Don't cry.
Yeah, the lip's already going, right?
Dad couldn't hold a job. You and your whole family lived in a car and had to like be janitors together.
Yeah, but you know what? Through that,
You became the man you are today.
yeah, we had some tough times.
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah.
Like every family.
But out of that,
Those
you know,
tough
probably
times when you reach down.
Yeah.
No. You imagine, like, you going to school.
I don't know that he went to school. I think they just...
Imagine that I'm going to school. No, imagine you went to school, then afterwards, like, all the kids see you pile out of the car with your parents, and you're cleaning the school. That'd be bad.
Yeah, that's
I'm washing my hands. Yeah, it's hard to be. I'm brushing my teeth as I walk up to the school. How long did you live in a car for? It was a lot less.
Jim Carrey in a Toyota Celica.
It was.
Yeah, what kind of car was
It
it?
was a good 6 months. What was the car anyway? It was a Volkswagen camper. So it was a camper. It wasn't like you'd have room. Well, yeah.
I imagine...
Volkswagen camper, they're quite plush.
Yeah, talk to the kids living in a regular Volkswagen.
The hammock that was strapped across the front seats was my place. You really lived in a Volkswagen camper? I really did, yeah. Wow. Yeah. Is it fun on any level? Deep, man. I'm so deep. You're dark.
No, I mean, was there any sort of like, hey, we're on an adventure kind of thing about
You know,
it?
honestly, at the beginning, well, you know, when my father lost his job, I was pissed. You know, I was like one of those things. My dad, how dare the universe? Right, he's the smartest guy in the world. How could that happen? Exactly. For all I know, he was, you know, just breaking pencils all day. Right. I have no idea. I'm convinced my dad was the smartest guy in the world. Meanwhile, I realized he never made more than 25 G's a year. How smart could he have been? Yeah, my dad made 20 grand a year at the top of his game. But he was yelling at me that I was a bum. Yeah. I'm saying, what do you mean I'm a bum? Well, the thing was, he wasn't happy. He would come home and just, that damn guy, man, I tell you, one of these days I'm gonna, you know. Right. So I don't know what happened. You know, who knows? Maybe he was miserable there. All you know is you ended up living in a car. Exactly. Well, you know, I ended up, yeah, sure, and like trying to be the adult and trying to take care of everything. When you live in a car, because literally, like, where do you eat your meals? I'm curious. On the engine block. Really? Do we eat the food on the engine block?
Is
We
that
eat the
true?
food.
I have heard of people who do this.
So why not, though? I mean, where was
I
a
have
good
heard of
idea,
this.
actually? Yeah, I'm just constructing America. Why not write a book, How to Live on $1 a Day?
The best place
The year
to...
2010, when things fall apart. Would you ever bring friends to the car to have a play date, or would you tell your going into the back seat now, Mom? Can you just keep busy? I'm fascinated about this. Yes. I mean, because people know you live in a car. Actually, we would go around to, you know, one time for a while, we pitched a tent on my sister's lawn, really in the country. And then for a while, we went to campsites around, you know, Ontario. You know, we'd use the facilities there, and we actually had a lot of fun. We had more fun there than we did when we were doing this job that we didn't like. The janitor job. Yeah, the janitor job. And it was amazing, by the way. What do you mean? Unbelievable experience. Well, it was like a race war at this factory, right? You know? There were Pakistani guys and there were Jamaican guys, and there were like two sects, and they all wore daggers, and they were like all hunting for each other's heads all the time. And you're the janitor. It was a mess. It was insane.
The sharks and the jets.
I was the white janitor. Did you ever get beaten up? Would you get beaten up for being the janitor? Well, I could have. Honestly, I used to walk around with a baseball bat on my cleaning cart.
That's a bad job.
It was a bad job, man. But you know,
God,
and
thank God you made it.
I would do things because I had the key to the supply cart, or the supply closet. So I would, you know, just to have fun because it made me crazy. I would open up the supply closet and pull out, you know, sanitary napkins and you know, mushroom soup and some ketchup and things like that, and put it in the microwave, and you know,
watch it explode.
You know, no, just put it in the microwave on a dish, you know, so because the Jamaican guys hated anything to do with the woman's vagina.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. Whether it was anything to do with that, it was a blood clot, man. Oh, blood clot. You know, wait a second. They would go crazy.
So your dad was the janitor, your mom was the janitor, and you were the
Janitors
janitor.
and security guards / security guards, and every day
The whole family.
my father would come to relieve me from my 8-hour shift, and there would be a new hole in the wall in the office shaped like my fist. And I'd have some trumped up excuse like I was clean, I was the buffer, it just flew out of my head.
But you would punch the walls. It was so
Yeah, man. Yeah.
And how old
I
were
would
you
come down to
then?
the factory. My brother was pushing this sweeper, this big steel sweeper. He would have to clean the entire factory floor. It was a huge.
So it was you, your brother.
My brother, my sister was gone by then, but it was me and my brother, and
And your parents.
My parents. Yeah.
And how old
basically.
were you?
I was 15.
Wow. And janitor at the school.
Yeah, and they used to, the factory workers used to mess with my head by, like, taking, defecating in the sink. Or,
That's
or take an extra long, so can I say bag scratch on the show?
Yeah, you could say bag scratch.
An extra long bag scratch at the urinal.
Really?
So that I
clean up the duty in
I
the
had
sink?
to clean it all, man.
Oh,
I had to do the whole thing, but the whole time I was singing and I was dreaming.
But at least you have a skill. But at least you have a skill to fall back
Something to
on.
fall back on?
Yeah, it's like one of those
Les Miserables.
inspirational movies. Yeah, exactly. I'm cleaning pubic hair and just dreaming.
So, like, then after
Do
you
you
finish,
think those guys now watch your movies and go, yeah, he used to clean our
He cleaned my bags out.
you clean my dude. So, you're telling me, after you get done with your 8-hour shift,
Yeah,
you go back to the car.
right. No, I wasn't in the car yet. We lived in the house beside the factory.
When you give up that job, so when you move into the, I want to understand living in a car because I don't
Kiss
get
this
it.
doll. I don't know why.
The Bubba Booey
I'm
doll.
just drawn to it.
Stick with me 2 more seconds. on
Okay,
this.
Shirley.
All right.
It's hard for me.
Don't call me Shirley. So
Leslie.
so you would go back to the car.
Am I gonna get implants
Would you
after
do
this?
No. Would you do your homework? Would you do your homework in the car and everything?
Yeah, everything like that. Sure.
And everyone would sleep in the car.
And sooner or later, winter came, and we
Right.
started going, "Hey, this isn't camping."
What did you tell us? What would you do in the winter? Would
You're
they run
lying to us.
Would you run the car all night with the heat on?
No, we didn't.
Freeze.
We luckily hit more of the warm months.
Did you dream of living in a bigger car one day?
I dreamt of pubic hair, actually.
It's an amazing
Clean
story to
pubic
me.
hair.
Can you
That's
imagine
what I
living
dream
in a
of
car?
now. I go backwards.
I don't care what anyone tells me. That's really screwy.
Oh, yeah.
You had to be angry with your old man. Like, hey,
I guess I was for a while, but my dad was cool, man. My dad, you go. That's the one thing about therapy. They kind of focus you on, like, what did your parents do? What did they not do?
Right.
What did they not give you and all that? And yeah, sure. I mean, in certain ways, they made me grow up fast.
Right.
But the list of what they did for me was so enormous, that
You feel bad saying bad things about your father, don't you? Because now you're making him great.
No.
But you have some anger inside of you, don't you, Mr. Carey?
I was going to say, if his
occasionally.
parents didn't screw him up, who did?
Like when you at 15, if you wanted to pleasure yourself, would you do it in the car? Where would you? Like, would you wait for your parents to leave the car?
No.
You never could pleasure yourself.
It doesn't matter.
It's
just skin.
It was just skin. Yeah.
Yeah.
You just played yourself right in the car
In
with
the
your
car
parents.
They didn't
with
know
your
what was
mother
happening.
there.
They didn't. Yeah, they had forgotten all about that by then.
Your mother was very naive.
Very naive. Yeah.
Is your mother still alive?
She thought I was doing a puppet show.
Is your mother still alive?
No.
She's gone too.
Yeah.
Everyone is gone.
Everyone is gone. I'm alone, Howard.
You close with your
It's
brother?
It's just me and the many chicks.
You close with your brother?
Good for you.
Do you clean for these chicks at night and call them mommy?
The only guy that's still alive is a Jamaican guy who took the bag scratcher.
Yes. He's living. What was the question?
When you were in the car, did you finish in the ashtray? All right, so there's nothing really funny about this. Even though we're having a good time with it,
Yeah.
it's a sad story.
I don't think so.
No.
I honestly don't.
I do.
I mean, I have a very positive attitude about those sort of things. I really think that, it's that old theory of the moth being born out of the cocoon.
All right, so you have
The more the
positive
struggle, the
attitude.
stronger you are.
You are strong now.
That's right.
So-
I'm Deepak strong.
So now that you have a lot of money, do you, as a result of growing up poor, now that you have a lot of money, now that you're a superstar, and you make $20 million a film,
Yeah.
as a result of
That
growing
was a
up
long
poor,
time ago. I've doubled that.
do you end up, well, of course, do you end up, I'm not even talking about gross points or anything else, I'm talking about flat salary. I don't need to insult you.
Yeah, please.
But the fact of the matter is,
Yes.
that do you hold on to your money now? Or do
Are you frugal?
Are you frugal? Like, are you like one of those depression mentality people? Or do you
Need something?
No, are you able to spend money now on yourself? Or do you live very simply?
No. Well, you know what? Yeah, I do have a little bit of a depression mentality.
Do you always think you're going to go broke?
Yeah, offshore. All my money is offshore.
It is.
No.
Hide it from these women.
He's buried it.
When you're having sex now, you wear a rubber, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you're very careful with that, I hope.
Yeah.
You are.
pretty careful.
Because if you knock up someone, they're gonna hit you up for a big bill.
Yeah, that would be a drag.
That would be horrible.
That would be a drag.
And you
Yeah,
work
I
hard
don't
for your
wanna do
money. I mean, you hit it, but it could have gone the other way
Well,
too.
we were just reading about your ex-wife.
What did we read?
Yes.
Going back to court?
Oh, yeah. You gotta get out of here. What are you gonna do? But you know what? She doesn't have a leg to stand on.
There's no getting out of it, Howard.
But wait, you made a deal. That's it.
Yeah,
She can't go
really.
back to court.
Oh, well, you just wait, bud.
Really? Back to court.
Just wait, bud.
Now you gotta know.
We're
her
not going back
story.
to court. We've settled it.
Everything's
It's cool.
fine.
Yeah, everything's cool. Yeah. Jane settled it.
Nice.
Okay.
So, what is the lifestyle like now? Take me through a day. Like, when you meet chicks, do they just immediately spread their legs?
No,
Is it
you know.
difficult?
Well, you know, there's a lot of opportunity, of course, and it's,
I was
you know,
gonna
so
say,
you have to be kind of careful.
Did you go through a whore phase?
No, not really.
The whore phase might be going on now.
Yeah, right. Sure. As we speak.
As we speak. You might be on board,
honey.
honey.
Just keep going.
But you have 2 homes with $14 million.
Both of them equally priced?
Yes. You bought a $42 million jet. A jet.
You know what I loved
Why are
about
you
that
embarrassed by
jet?
this?
Wow.
Why are you embarrassed by
I'm
this?
not embarrassed.
You're living
by
the
it.
American dream.
No, I think it's wonderful.
And it
It's
shouldn't be a
wonderful.
secret.
It's just what I need.
But
I
I
just
liked,
have what I need.
But a $42 million jet, that's unbelievable.
but wait a
Yeah,
minute,
well,
remember?
I don't own it, and I probably never will.
What do you mean? You're sharing it?
Well, no, I'm paying for it.
Well, yeah, but
Oh,
I
it's
mean,
on
We don't
time,
really
you bought?
own anything in
what
this
do you
world.
what do you have to put down for a $42 million jet?
35.
You have to, no, come on. What do you put down? 10%?
10%.
Like you put down $5 million? And then,
Yeah.
Wow. But did you name the jet?
Yeah.
Did you name it?
Yes,
What's
Mr.
it
Penis.
called?
Mr. Penis? No, come on. What is the name?
The flying penis, yes.
Where do you
Flying Corvette.
How often do you fly?
But wait
Where do
a
you go?
minute,
I fly all the time, so it's like insane for me in airports. I mean, airports are absolute insanity for me.
So this is
And they're just dying to strip search me.
This was a
Oh, yeah.
necessity.
Because
You wouldn't like that?
I'm like, you know, Billy Hayes. I got stuff
You
strapped to
remember
me.
what he did with the jet?
What do you do?
He loaned it to George Harrison.
Why loan it to George Harrison? He's gone. Why not loan it to me? I'm here. I can help you. I'm thinking of you putting you in one of my movies.
Loan it to dead people.
What do you mean you loaned it to George Harrison? How did you end up
I
doing
didn't
that?
even know about that. Did
Come
you?
on,
Is that a
didn't your
tabloid story?
jet
I have no idea.
fly George Harrison to the United States when he was getting treatment?
I have no idea.
You don't even know.
This is
What is your
fantastic.
jet doing when you're not
That would
looking?
be so cool if that was true.
That's very nice of you.
Oh, well, thank you.
But it's not true.
I have no idea.
Are you just saying that because you're being
You
humble?
didn't
I
do
didn't
that?
personally loan it to him. He might have rented it. I don't know.
I see.
Ah, that's
Yeah,
probably
he
what
might have.
happened.
Yeah, he might have leased
People
You
are
see, that's how
using-
they offset the cost.
I see. People are using your jet.
And by the way, I wanted to talk to you about that, Howard.
Right? Can I use that jet?
Yeah.
What's it going to cost me? Talk to me.
50 grand.
Really?
50 grand to go to LA. Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. Can you?
Actually, we flew in Jim Carrey's jet to Vegas.
Is that right?
It's his
I
personal-
didn't know that.
Yeah,
you
The one with
were
the
into-
Playboy bunny ears on the glasses.
Yeah, sorry about the bathroom.
Well,
Yeah.
the inside, the interior, I've designed like a Volkswagen camper.
Nice. Just to feel at home.
Keeps me grounded.
But isn't that a great thing to say to a chick? Hey, let's get on my jet and go.
I don't do that though. That's not
Oh,
honestly.
stop it.
Honestly, these days, first of all, if a girl went like, "Oh, really? Let's do it,"
Yeah.
you wouldn't want her on the jet anyway,
Right.
You know, and like, you know, kind of people that are worth their while kind of go like, "This is a little too much, isn't it?"
Oh, you think you come on too
People
strong?
are a little freaked out by stuff. Yeah, you know, sometimes I bring somebody to my house or something, and they're like, "Ooh, this is really a lot."
Yeah. You're a little off the map here.
Yeah.
So
Come
are
here.
you?
And I go, "Call it Xanadu." No.
Where do you?
No, but are you still dating famous people?
I'm Charles Foster
Are
Kane.
you dating regular people now or
Famous
celebrity
people.
people? What phase are you
It
in?
doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what they do.
Isn't it more exciting in a way for you, Jim Carrey, to touch a regular person and bring them into your exciting
like
world?
Cinderella.
Like Cinderella.
To reach down and
Don't you, in a way-
someone from the muck.
From their car and say, you don't have to live here anymore. Isn't that exciting for you?
Yeah, that's
I'm waiting
great.
for that.
Aren't you reliving that
Well,
over
you see,
and over?
it's a double-edged sword. You either got somebody who's too busy, or you have somebody who has nothing going on and will sit there going, "I'm bored."
See, when you were dating
Give me
Renee,
the plastic.
when you were dating Renee Zellweger, I said that's not going to last because she's too busy.
We're too busy.
You need someone who can be with you.
Well, this is the mistake everybody makes in Hollywood over and over and over again. But you know, you hang out with people and you grow fond of them, and they're talented and beautiful and
You fall in love.
absolutely, and you know, and so you go down that road, but it's a pretty much almost impossible road.
You were not going to go down that road with Nicole Kidman? I understand you are about to bang her.
No, we're friends. We had a meeting. This is what I'm talking about. We had a meeting about Bewitched, and it was like one night, and we're in the tabloid.
You gonna do Bewitched?
Yeah, possibly.
I can see that.
I can see the Darren thing for you.
Oh my gosh, people used to call me Dick York all the time.
Yeah, I can see
I
that.
can
Yeah, I can see her as Samantha.
But
Yeah.
I want to get to the Lauren Holly thing.
What about her?
Because...
Can I just take my coat off?
This is gonna go for a while. We're gonna get to Bruce Almighty.
Yeah, settle in.
He used to watch her on TV.
Yes.
And then you contacted her?
They were in the
No,
movie
we worked
together.
Okay, you didn't write her
I'm not
letters?
stalking people, Rob.
Okay, I don't know what you do.
Why? What's wrong with
stalking?
What's wrong with admiring a chick on TV and then going out with her?
Jim follows
Nothing's
his
wrong
fans.
with it. It's just kind of odd that you wind up marrying her. You know, somebody you admired on TV, and
Well,
do you...
she's a wonderful girl. She's very sweet.
Yeah, and then what happened?
She got old.
And we, you got
sick of
separated like mad people.
It's called 30th birthday, Robin. That's what happened.
Would you ever get married again? You're not gonna get married again.
Well, I don't know. I don't know if it works anymore. I don't know if marriage works anymore.
For a guy like you.
I don't know, but I'm not against it. You know, I think, yeah, I'll probably fall in love with somebody and just want to go down fairy tale lane again.
But what happened? What happens to
You
you?
know it's a fairy tale.
Would you invite me to the wedding so I can
I
laugh?
think that it is in a certain respect. I mean, it is, you know, okay, let's throw logic to the wind. Here we go. I love you.
But what happens?
Catch her in the rye.
You go out with some of the best-looking women, but what happens? I mean, do you just then go, wait, there's too many temptations. There's too much going on out there. Too much stimulation.
No, right now I feel like I'm enjoying kind of single life, and I don't know if I'm ready to settle down and do the thing. It's gonna depend on, you know, the person, really.
Yeah.
It's gonna, you know, sooner or later. I mean,
You'll get
as
caught
soon
up
as
in
you
it.
say never again,
You will
know,
do
she
it.
walks through the door, and
I know.
maybe I should just start saying that.
Was that
Never
right?
again.
I was surprised you chose Jennifer Aniston as your co-star in this movie because you can't really bang her. I mean, maybe you could, but
Maybe he was trying
That's
to
not
avoid
why I
that
cast
this time.
people.
really?
No,
I would.
really?
Sure, why not? Why not work with somebody you want to bang?
It would be great to bang Brad Pitt's wife as a dude, you know?
That is good.
Wouldn't that be great?
What's up?
I don't know. Did you see Fight Club?
Yeah, it's a good point. What
You
about
can take.
Going back to the jet thing and the love thing, there was a tabloid story, I don't know if it's true, that said that when you and Renee were dating, that you wanted to take her up in the jet, make love to her, and then parachute down together holding hands.
Oh, please.
Oh, good luck,
Oh,
man.
That works.
Hey, can I go out with you?
What tabloid was that?
Sounds like a
That
fun
makes me
afternoon.
You sound like fun.
I wanted to bag George Harrison, and I want to hook down in a parachute.
What kind of private jet you got? You got a Gulfstream?
Yeah,
What, Gulfstream 4?
5.
Oh,
G5, those are nice.
that's nice. What's that, about a 14-seater?
Yeah, 14, 15.
Nice. Oh, man. Too
Yeah.
bad, like, your parents
And it's
didn't
just
live
me.
to see this.
Me and 14 seats.
Yeah, I bet a lot of times it is.
Sure. Yeah. Sometimes I got to go someplace and I can't find my entourage.
Right, they're busy.
Because there isn't one.
You got a stewardess who works
I
on
like
the
to
plane?
live very simply.
Yeah.
As you notice, I don't really have any, you know.
You didn't see him with a big trail of people?
I don't think so.
No.
No, there's a makeup person, whatever.
That's it.
Yeah.
Look at you, man.
Yeah, I have fun, man.
Yeah, why not?
I do.
Yeah.
Hey,
I love my
it's
life.
about time.
It's about time. Yeah, actually, no, I kind of settled down and kind of settled into this, and I
Did
don't
you
know, I
get
just
crazy
really love
for
what I
it?
do. It's
Did
fun.
you get crazy for a little while? You did get
Well, everybody has to kind of get a little mental. I mean, not to the point where I'm like, you know, shooting heroin and
Yeah.
things like that.
Yeah, what's your story? Do drugs?
But what
No,
did you do?
No, not at all.
Never? No. Growing up, you didn't do them?
Oh yeah, sure.
I would imagine being the
experimented.
janitor, you'd had it. You got something.
Yeah, just escaping constantly.
I think legally you could have
Yeah,
done that.
cleaning fluid.
It would have been handed out at government.
Were you doing that floor again, Jim?
It's not shiny.
If me and my parents were the janitor at the school, I'd be on cat
Oh,
tranquilizer.
please, yeah, whatever. You'd be doing whippets.
You're not kidding.
I would go down to the factory and my brother would be beating the hell out of his cleaning machine with that sledgehammer. I swear to God, it was hilarious.
Are you close with him?
And we would just laugh. Yeah, sure.
What, with your brother?
Yeah.
So he
And
must
your
like all
sister?
this.
Oh yeah, they love it. They love it. Yeah.
Did you have to give them dough?
I've helped them out from time
Yeah.
to time if it was necessary.
That'd be a
They're
bad
very
story
cool.
if they were like broke.
No,
Wait
they're
a
not
minute.
broke.
Yeah, you gotta watch that.
You help them out from time to time, but you don't take care of them.
Well, I try not to, you know, dismantle somebody with the money. I mean, you can't like destroy somebody's motivation for life. You know what I mean? Like, here's $5 million now. Kill each other.
Occasionally, he buys them a new bat for their cleaning cart.
So, And one day you're gonna.
It's signed by Mickey Mantle.
Yeah.
One day would you sit down and tell me who was good and bad? Because you've really done it all.
I mean, do you think who's on the list that you want to know?
That I know of? That I know of?
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Here's who I know. Linda Ronstadt.
Wow.
What
Come
a
on.
sweetheart.
Well, but what?
What a sweetheart.
Very loving.
She was very sweet.
She doesn't like me much.
I thought
No.
you were joking.
No, he had her when she was
No,
10.
Oh, okay.
I went out with her when I was 21 years old.
He got her when she was. He got her when she was still hot.
No kidding.
Oh, come on. Let's
He got the
go
real
here.
Linda Ronstadt.
Come on. Don't do this to me.
Look at you, ladies' man.
Don't do this to
I
me.
would like to bang Linda Ronstadt back in the day.
Back in the day.
The roller skates. Like album cover. Remember her?
He never took him on.
Yeah.
He got her in the roller
In the
skates.
roller skates. That's beautiful.
You like her. You're fond of her.
She's a really great lady.
Did she ever sing to you personally, like your own personal concert?
No.
That would be hot.
Yeah, that would.
I would think that would be hot if I was dating someone who could sing and they wrote a song about me or something. Did you ever write a song about you?
No.
Oh.
I was trying to think of something clever, but nothing came to mind.
You were 21. Were you on
I
In
was
Living
trying to
Color?
do the Rolodex of her song.
No, he wasn't on In
Nothing
Living
happened.
Color.
Were you when you were 21? You were not even well known yet.
No.
To get Linda Ronstadt.
Linda came into the comedy club, and I was going to open for her. I was going to do the opening act, and I just kind of, I don't know. I was a nut, so I don't know why, but I just liked her immediately and said, "You want to go out?"
You liked her immediately because she was hot
Yeah, she was very cutie.
and successful, and you were just up and coming.
Yeah, but it was just more. She was a cutie.
Did you move in?
No.
Did it get that serious?
No.
How long did it last?
6 months.
Look at you.
Perfect amount of time.
That's a good score because you did that before you were famous.
Yeah,
you.
she was really cool though. She told me a lot of stuff. You know, she actually at one point said, we were hanging out at her place in Brentwood, and she said, you know, you're gonna be here one day. You know,
What, a fat singer? I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
I'm just kidding.
and I ended up in Brentwood.
Wow. Look at you.
Bizarre.
She was
She's
right.
like psychic or
She
something.
was right. But
So
really
who else
smart
is
lady.
on the list?
Okay, well, I'll give you the list. Running in my list?
Yeah.
Okay.
Lauren Holly, of course, who I think is a piece of ass. A little psycho, but piece of ass, I would say. Okay, that's just my opinion. Renee
You're
Zellweger.
entitled to that.
I sat next to Renee Zellweger getting my, I had my hair
You were
frosted.
getting your tips done,
I get my
yes.
tips done. I only did it one time, man. I swear I don't do that. And, Queen Nor.
Queen
of Egypt.
Nor.
I know you had. No, I would imagine Renee Zellweger is very kinky, very loving,
Kinky.
very wild. Yes.
I'm gonna go here, man. I can't do
I'll
that.
turn off the mic.
No, these people are still alive.
January Jones, you had.
January Jones.
I know the list.
Who's that?
Where is he coming up with this stuff?
A Russian ballerina you had for a
He's
while.
fishing now.
No, I'm
Oh,
telling
the
you.
Russian ballerina, I remember.
What's out this list?
I do.
Is this like
Maxim.
Paul Haysom?
Maxim.
It's your list. Coming in at number 5 was.
Number 5.
But there was a Russian ballerina.
And you had the Olsen twins, I understand. You took their virginity.
It says here that you jet banged the Hilton sisters.
Yeah, that's true. So now your life, do you have celebrity
I
friends?
sound like I'm having a good time.
You do. Do you have celebrity friends, or do you have people that you could be close to in this?
Yeah, sure.
You do?
I'm friends with Nick Cage, and
He was on the show. He's a little odd.
well,
You can
he's
be
a very
friends with
eccentric
him?
guy. He's
Yeah.
very
What
eccentric.
does it mean to be friends with Jim Carrey, though? What do you get to do? Do you get to go in your private jet?
Well, if we had to go someplace, but
I mean, what do you and
no,
Nick
it doesn't
hang
mean,
out
you
and
know,
do?
Yeah, what do you guys do? What do you and Nick Cage do for fun? I mean,
we'll like sit around and go, oh man, what are we gonna do?
is it uncomfortable in a sense because it's kind of like, oh, I'm famous and you're famous?
No, it's actually kind of fun. It's kind of interesting because we'll like sit and have a bottle of wine and go, are we like those guys that we used to read about in the Hollywood Hills? You're right.
Yeah.
And it would be really funny. It's just like Barrymore and somebody else sitting up there having a few drinks,
So how often will you get together with him?
digging up dead people and stuff. It's fun.
How often do you get together with a guy like that?
He's really busy too, so not a lot. I mean, just like
I mean, you wouldn't say
every
you're
couple of months.
close or something.
Well, I mean, if time, we're close when we get together, but
And you call each other on the phone and say, hey, man,
Yeah,
let's
yeah.
get together.
Sure.
Wow. Who else is in this little club?
Oh, gosh. Nobody actually.
It's
It's just the two of you.
No,
You and Nick Cage just staring
No,
at each other.
I have a lot of friends. I'm really close friends with Noah Emmerich, who I did Truman Show with.
Oh, yeah?
And we became real close friends. And yeah, so
And that's the
we
game.
hang out. No, I mean, there's lots of people, but I'm like, I get nervous when I have to name off names. I don't know why. I start to sweat.
Right.
Do you notice that?
Right, yes.
Is it?
Yeah, you're nervous about it.
I'm socially crippled when it comes to rhyming off people's names.
Jennifer Aniston now is your close friend? Do you go over to her house?
We're friends. No, we haven't really hung out. She's so busy, man. She's all over the planet. She's like a tornado that comes into town and goes, like, just like sweeps everybody up.
Really?
Her love vacuum, and
She loves you.
high into the air, spinning in circles, and then sends you down totally unharmed.
Is she the one on the set who has to make sure everyone loves her like the
No,
lightning?
not at all. Not at all. She
None of
is
that.
so cool.
You like her?
Really cool.
I
Attracted to her?
think Jim is the guy who has to be loved by everybody.
Oh, yeah, Jim has a problem.
Oh, no, that's not true. That's not true. No,
He's gonna yell at people.
Oh, no. I hit a couple of guys on the way. Didn't even know about it. It's fantastic.
So,
No, you push me to a point, and then I'm gone, man. I'm gone. I'm all over you.
so Jennifer Aniston.
Yeah.
Why? Who makes the decision to hire her? You do?
Ultimately, I guess.
This is a movie you and Tom Shadyac dreamt up together?
No, it was an existing script, but he came to me and said this concept is awesome, and so we just kind of page one wrote
The
it.
promo looks funny as hell.
It's really fun.
And when you guys work together, it's funny stuff.
Yeah, we always have a blast.
Yeah, this is going to be it.
Yeah, we're insane together. I mean, it's like it's a blast. And Tom's a great guy, really super guy. You should get him in here sometime.
I never met him, but I heard about him.
He's really, kind of spiritual guy, but he's quote man. We did a little experiment where we sometimes we go away. We go to Alaska, a bunch of guys, and we stalk grizzly bears. And I know.
No, what do you do? Is that real?
We honestly do. We go out there and we get in these little light planes and we fly over top of the wilderness.
And you shoot the grizzly bears?
No, we don't. We
kill them?
No, we don't.
You're here to
No.
say you
no,
kill
but if
animals?
they're dead,
Yeah.
if they're dead, we play with them.
Yeah.
No,
You raped the grizzly bear.
Yeah, we raped.
So you raped a grizzly bear?
Yeah, exactly. I raped a grizzly, and
The next
Yeah.
movie.
I
raped the grizzly.
Wait, fantastic. Let's
I don't
start
know what
writing
they're
this.
doing, Howard. What are they doing?
I don't know. You
No, we
and
just
Tom
stop them.
Shadyac
We just sneak up on them
Isn't
and
that
sit
dangerous?
behind a bush.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Why though? What
Just
is
to
that?
see them, I don't know whether it's I like to challenge death. Ever since the factory. No.
Ever since being a janitor.
Yeah, exactly. I can't
man.
get my kicks any other way now since I was in the middle of the race riot.
No, I can relate to that. I used to do that with Cambodians.
So I get in cabs now in New York.
So Jennifer Aniston, when you and Tom Shadyac say, gee, Jennifer Aniston would be good for this movie?
Yeah.
You thought of her first?
I don't know if she was the first one that was brought up, but she was definitely the one that when her name came up was like, oh, this would be really cool.
Do you insult her and make her come in for an audition?
No.
You had to at least see if you had chemistry together.
No, we didn't. No.
You trusted that she'd be good for the movie.
Sometimes you just go, you know what, she's cool, she seems cool.
What if you start shooting and she just is not that happy?
Well, then you deal with it then. Then
With a fire.
Then you take her outside and put a bullet in her head.
Right. No, have you ever had to fire someone from a movie?
Yeah, sure.
You have?
Yeah, I
Name
have.
that person.
I can't.
Please.
No, I can't.
Please
I
name
honestly can't remember what their name is.
It
Really,
wasn't anybody
honestly,
we know.
It was a model / actress that
Wasn't nailing it.
was really bad, really bad.
But I hope you
and
banged
everybody
her.
wanted her around. I mean, she was so gorgeous and stuff, but
it didn't work out.
It was so bad that we had to kill her.
Wow.
Now,
Yeah.
I don't understand one thing. Bruce Almighty, your God, or your God gives you
Yeah,
the
I'm
power to be
immortal
Power.
with the chance of trying out the God thing.
So you're like a Superman.
I'm the flawed Superman.
Are you flawed because you use your powers for like blowing up girls'
Yeah,
dresses?
because my own duality is the kryptonite.
Right. Do you have sex with Jennifer Aniston? I know it's probably a PG film or something in that area.
Well, it's suggested, but it's actually this film could be any. Kids can come. It's like not. There's no dildos in it. Like,
No dildos.
Damn it!
No
No dildos like
humping.
me, myself, and Irene.
That was
no special surprises for the kids.
When does it open? It opens this weekend, right?
Yeah.
This is it.
Yeah.
This is
23rd.
Is this still pressure for you? Or you just don't care anymore?
You know, you always want to do well. You know, I mean, you want to stay in the business. You know, I mean, but you know, I had such a blast doing it. It's fantastic fun. So, and I like the movie. I think it's sweet.
Do you care that The Matrix is out? That doesn't matter, right? They had their big weekend, and now it's your chance.
And whatever happens. You know, we'll do what we do. But you know, The Matrix it's interesting because, you know, I mean, the special effects are so incredible, but it's almost like, I don't want to be critical.
It was not a good movie.
You didn't like it?
No. Did you like it?
I didn't ultimately. I wasn't crazy about it.
I love the first one.
I love the first one too. The second one, it's just overloaded.
Overloaded and no story, right?
Well, I just, when somebody gets kicked in the face 75 times, I want them to at least be annoyed.
First half hour, at least, I also felt like I was going to fall asleep.
Yeah, I want to see a bloody nose, you know.
Yeah,
and you're not competing. You know, and the Smiths, those guys that reproduce themselves, they can kick a booger out of your nose, but they can't hit you with a machine gun from 3 feet away.
Right.
It's just getting kind of ridiculous now.
None
of the stunts are survivable.
There has to be logic even in a science fiction kind of film, right?
Well, yeah. Well, they've done a good job story-wise of like making all the characters able to defy logic. But after a while, it's just like people are getting hit in the face 1 billion times, and you just go, okay, well, nothing really matters then.
It's almost like your social life. You bang so many hot chicks, it almost can get boring.
Now you're stalking Grizzly.
And
you
what would that be like? I don't know.
So you're unhappy. Yeah, sure. You're unhappy with Dumb and Dumberer, that movie coming out. That doesn't. They got a guy who kind of looks like you.
Yeah. It's very bizarre. Yeah.
You're upset.
I'm not upset.
No, you're upset.
No, my life is good, man.
You're upset about. You're upset about Dumb. Dumb and Dumberer will not do well. You don't have anything to worry about.
Well, whatever it is, you know, it's just a very strange thing. It's like, you know, I picture some giant morose executive with a giant loaf of bread just sucking up the gravy that I left behind. And it's all like white and dried out.
Yeah. By doing Bruce Almighty,
scum of the earth.
You should not go into the Eddie Murphy territory. Eddie's gotten too serious. Eddie is a great talent that has gotten too serious. I like you.
Think he's serious? He does a lot of silly movies now.
But he does, you know, mostly family-friendly children's. He doesn't venture out.
Yeah, well, that's the life, you know. That's the life. Tell them what to do.
But when we do our
phone factor.
I've been thinking about you. You're good enough now to do a movie with me. I've been waiting for you to get really good.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah,
now
you're good enough.
Arrived.
That's just such a compliment.
Yeah, you're good enough.
I think you'd be good in I Raped the Grizzly Bear together.
I might put you in I Raped the Grizzly Bear.
Your hair will be in my light.
It's time for you to be so dark. Come over to the dark side.
We Raped the Grizzly Bear. Yeah, we got to do that one. Now I'll do that one with you.
I have a question. Are you stalking an Oscar as well? Do you really want the Oscar?
You know what? Honestly, this thing is hilarious because, you know, the press just runs out of control with things, man.
You don't care about an Oscar?
You know, it'd be great to get an Oscar. Anybody in their right head would like an Oscar. I mean, sure, I'd love an Oscar, but it's not what drives me.
You're not going to boycott
I wake up every day and I open my eyes and I go, I'm doing this amazing thing for a living. Honestly, it sounds ridiculous, but I'm constantly pinching myself and going like, I can't believe this. I did a thing.
You seem genuinely happy.
I am very happy.
You really do.
He didn't seem happy to me a few years ago.
Well, I was married.
Oh.
Anyway.
That's what it was.
Enough said.
I always think about your first marriage story when you went home and said, I came off the movies. I love when you said,
I know, but I have to say that.
I love when you said you came off the movie set and your wife said to you, I want you to take out the garbage. You were like, what? You're not reading me correctly here. You don't see what's going on. The satellite. What happens this weekend? When do you get the call to find out how well the movie is doing?
Probably before the movie actually hits the theaters.
Right, they know somehow, right? Have they been tracking the movies? They know this kind of stuff. They said to you this movie is tracking well.
Yeah, they have.
What are they expecting you to hit the first weekend, money-wise?
First weekend, 150 million.
Are they really? That's a lot of pressure.
I don't know.
You think they want you to have a
I just want to pay for the plane, man.
Right. It's all about the plane. That's good. That jet fuel's a lot of money.
No, I just honestly, I have no idea what's going to happen out there. It's a busy parking lot out there. You know, there's a lot of stuff.
No, let me tell you something. You are happy. I can see it in your eyes. You look happy.
I'm good.
I won't even bug me. You want to take phone calls, or you don't even want to deal with it?
Yeah, sure.
You will deal with it. I can get brutal. All right, let's go to
say to him.
Well, hey, protect me. I love you. Steve,
I
go
don't know
ahead.
about this audience.
My father loves you.
Jim.
Steve.
Hey, Jim, how's it going?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I called you.
No, I couldn't hear. Look, I'm a big fan of all your movies, but I gotta ask you, in Liar Liar, when you were in that scene with all the lawyers and you were giving every one of them a piece of your mind.
Yeah.
Did you write any of those lines yourself, or did you improvise there?
Yeah. It's always a combination, you know. There's always like what's on the page. You can't go in there without something on the page. They can't make a set without that. But then you get on the. I'm constantly just coming up with ideas and throwing them in. So
if you hire Jim Carrey for a movie, you're paying for a guy who can ad lib. So
I'm a
you're
writer, so you know,
let you do your thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
That was great.
But what's it like?
Thanks.
But what's
Thanks
it
a
like?
lot.
But what's it like for the other actors? Like I know when I shot. No, when I shot my movie, they said to me, "Don't ad lib here because it's crucial to the story, and you gotta."
Really?
They don't know exactly.
That. I hate
do.
that. Well, yeah, unless it's like, you know, on the page like friggin' Shakespeare, you know, unless it's something like, you know, like Charlie Kaufman's movie that I just did. It was pretty on the page. It's like that guy writes.
Right.
Everything means something, you know, so you don't mess around with it too much, but there's still opportunities when, you know, when you do scenes where, you know,
Like Ace Ventura, you gotta go wild. That's what people.
Ventura, you got to keep it alive. You know, the best stuff is the stuff at the last minute that I go like, hey, let's get a truck to come in and do.
Like when you pull your pants and start talking with your ass, no one's gonna write down you talk with his ass.
No.
You just say, I'm gonna talk with my ass.
Exactly.
And
that was born on a living color, actually. That whole bit, because I was angry at Keenan one day, and so in the middle, pardon me, I'm coughing up a lung.
Right.
SARS.
Talk to me through your ass when you tell this story, please.
Thank you very much. No room here. Otherwise, I would do a soliloquy.
Right. Let's go to Mike.
But wait a minute, I want a movie like The Majestic or...
Yeah.
No, that's it. You gotta get serious.
Yeah, you got to get serious, but there's still like
little
when you have little moments of life together, they'll say, okay, you're in love and you're running through a field, whatever it is. you have to create moments. Those things are hard to do.
Mike, you're on the air.
What's up, Howard? Yo, Jim, what's up, man?
How you doing, man?
Any black chicks on that list?
Yeah, you ever date black chicks?
I love black girls.
You do.
Sure.
How many black chicks you figure you've had?
Oh God,
More than 4?
I haven't. Jeez, let me
Look
think.
at you.
I love all women. I think women are beautiful.
Jim,
It's the only reason to be on the
posse
planet.
of women.
Yeah, she does have a posse of women.
Yeah, his entourage.
I can't do that, man. I'm
Those 15
Catholic.
seats with Playboy Playmates.
You're not kidding. What about, let us live through you. What about J-Lo? Did you bang her when she was a fly girl?
Oh, no.
Really? Didn't even notice her.
Well, no, we were friends, you know, we said hello and stuff like that, but the Fly Girls were off doing their thing, you know,
Right.
so we didn't really mix up too much, but she was cool.
One of the funniest things I think you do, I don't know if people give you credit for this, is when you go on these award shows,
Yeah.
and you make acceptances. Do you write that stuff out in advance? I mean, it just seems very involved.
Half and half, you know, sometimes I'll just, I'll come up with ideas and then I'll riff when I get up there or whatever.
That's awesome.
But honestly, I'm a stand-up originally, so those shows, I would never even go to get the award if it wasn't for the fact that I could be in front of an audience. You know what I mean? It's like my opportunity to do some kind of bit.
I love that.
Yeah, me
because
too. I have fun with it.
otherwise it's boring.
I know. Who cares what award anybody's getting?
Right. When I did the Blockbuster Award, I was on the phone to Heather
What are you gonna
Locklear
do
the
at the
night
Blockbuster
before.
Award?
Well, I called up Heather Locklear and I said, listen, I'm going to jump on your ass and take you. She goes, come on over, let's rehearse. I go, you kidding?
Then forget the awards.
You're gonna get a coming over in your eye.
Yeah.
Did you ever host any of the award shows?
Me? No, I hate hosting.
Well, you'd be great, man.
I
Why don't you
I'd
host
be
the Academy
really,
Awards?
I'd be really good at it, but I
You would
don't ever want to do it.
Why?
I just don't like that idea.
Do it.
Hostiness. I don't like it.
When
But you would
accomplish
goof on
everything
it.
else, just do it.
It's not a question of accomplishing it, I'm sure.
Is that an order?
But we would selfishly like to see that, I think.
I've been asked to do the Academy Awards, but you know what? Part of me just, I don't know. I don't know. There's something about being a host that puts you in a different category. Or
Do the
makes you-
whole show talking out of your ass.
Yeah,
I'll pay to see
you're
that.
right. I can cough out some awards.
Chauncey, go ahead, real quick. We got 2 more minutes. Go ahead.
Okay, very quickly. First of all, I want to say that Dumb and Dumber is one of the funniest movies I've ever seen.
Thanks a lot. You're a very educated man, obviously.
No, I saw Bruce Almighty. It's a million times funnier. It's brilliant.
How did you see it?
A screening.
Oh, cool, man.
Yeah, one of the funniest, probably the funniest movie I've ever seen.
Oh, thanks a lot.
No kidding.
Yeah, It's brilliant, it really is.
Shall I read the Gene Shalit review?
Go ahead. You got a good one?
Yeah, they handed this to me before I came in here.
Good. Let's see.
Let me see what
Look
this
at
says.
you.
You know, they put it in my pocket. They said, hey, if there's ever an opportunity, and I never thought I'd get one, but hey,
Why not?
why not?
Share your good fortune with us.
Is it in here? Oh, yeah.
Seems
here
like
we
another
go.
private jet is in your future. Review
You'll
is.
have a
Yeah, I like to race myself.
Yeah.
All right.
By the way,
Uproarious. That's it.
That's it. Uproarious.
Whole thing.
That's all you need?
Fantastic. Uproarious.
I think it's better than Florida.
Glad I brought that out.
Beautiful.
Well, thank you,
No,
Chauncey.
What else, John?
Let me also ask Jim. Now, Alicia Klass, remember the porn star who dated Bruce Willis?
I had her on the show.
Yeah.
She once told me that she went on a date, and I say that loosely, with Jim, and at the end of the date he said, "You're my soulmate, but I could never be together with you because of what you do for a living."
You know, honestly, I met her.
She's hot.
She was very pretty. At a dinner, there was a bunch of people there, and she was talking about all kinds of things that a man could do to a woman at the table, like in front of
This is dinner conversation.
20 people. Yeah,
And I want to
20
correct
people. I
you.
didn't know who she was. She
Just
was
based on that,
was
sounds like she's my soulmate.
she was saying, "Can I say squirt on the air?"
No.
Yeah. I don't know.
It depends.
Who knows? I've been fined so
That's
much.
what she was talking about all night. Is squirt,
Oh,
squirt,
my
squirt.
So you probably said to her jokingly, "Hey, you're my soulmate, but I can never be with you because."
Yeah. Well, basically, yeah. No, I wasn't. You know, I said, yeah, you're a really pretty girl, but yeah, no, that would never happen.
I feel the same way about her. She is really hot. But to me, when a chick's in porno, it gets a little scary, right?
When
It's
you're
disturbing.
when the exes are on the site and whatever that is all about. I mean, that is, but you know, God bless her.
You into porn?
I've watched a little bit here and there.
Not that heavily into it?
No.
I am.
Are you really? Sure. Are you addicted?
Oh, yeah.
Are you?
Yeah, I like porn.
You don't
Well,
have
I
a
went
little collection?
on those websites one time. You know, first of all, when I got my computer, you know, the first thing you do is start.
You're into that computer. I see you with that
love
computer.
man. Oh yeah, you saw me.
Yeah, you're way
You
into
look
it.
like a businessman.
He's carrying around a computer and a laptop
Has
case.
to be involved with it all the time.
He's got his book.
And my spectacles. Yeah.
And what are you doing on that computer, by the way?
I have a blast on that computer.
What
man.
do you do with it?
Why are you taking it
I
with
have
you?
photos, and I Photoshop and do all that stuff.
You have a digital camera, you take
Yeah,
pictures
I
and
take
you
pictures and I mess around with them.
and then you send them to people?
Yeah.
Yeah, send me a picture, a funny picture. Make
All
me
right.
laugh, man.
But does he walk around? Is he the guy who sits at the restaurant with the computer on the table?
Yeah, you at Starbucks with it?
No. You know what I like to do though? I like to take, you know, I have this like kind of photo gallery kind of thing, and I'll put some really rockin' music on it and stuff like that, and I'll you know, set up the portable speakers on the set and stuff, and have my photo gallery kind of,
Really?
you know, thing playing on the set. So when people go by, they see themselves and whatever. They get off on
Gee,
it.
aren't you fun?
Damn, fun to
I
be
told
around.
you.
Answer this
Trying to
rumor.
keep myself busy.
Answer this rumor for me.
Yeah.
And be honest. Did you or did you not date Pamela Anderson?
No. Friends.
Friends, that's it.
We live in the colony.
All right.
You know.
Whatever that is.
That's some kind of group.
That's over there.
Oh,
Some
sorry.
kind of
I'm
weird
sorry.
cult.
Shuli, you have the last.
We live in the colony.
Shuli, you have the last question.
Same philosophy.
Mr. Jim Carrey and Bruce Almighty opening tomorrow in theaters everywhere. According to Chauncey, funniest movie he's ever seen.
And Gene Shalit says uproarious.
Glorious.
Over and over.
I can't wait to see it. Jim, I have one question for you. I'm a huge fan. I
Sure,
love
man.
all your movies.
Thanks a lot.
Cable Guy's probably my favorite one out of all your
It's near and dear to me.
I think it's very underrated.
You know what's funny? I talked to Stephen J. Hawking.
Yeah. How do you talk to him?
Through
on the
computer.
phone.
Hello, Jim.
I talked to his assistant, and
That's the mad computer genius.
yeah. Well, yeah, the smartest man in the
Just
universe,
genius.
basically.
Yeah. Well, let's. He hasn't seen my work. But go ahead. Yes.
And they said that the Cable Guy was like a favorite
Of his.
Yeah, his or his assistant. I wasn't clear on
There's a
what
big
first
difference
name.
between him or the
And the
assistant.
assistant.
You got to be pretty smart to be an assistant.
Yeah, the assistant's like the second most smartest guy in the universe.
Yeah, exactly.
But go ahead. What did you want to say?
You got to write it down.
I just want to ask Jim out of Lauren Holly and Renee Zellweger, who was more psycho out of the two?
Oh,
Who is more psycho? Renee Zellweger or Lauren Holly?
Either.
All right.
Not psycho at all.
So,
Who was dingier?
you can't stay in touch with your exes. Do you become friends?
You know, you're friendly. Yes, you're
But you're not
friendly. I
friends.
mean, you don't. Do you hang out with your ex?
No, we don't.
No.
But do you think they would want to hang out with you? You make them rich.
You're very nice.
It's very
You want to
nice.
stay close to the source.
Yeah. Wait a second. Stephen Hawking's on the phone.
Jim, tell me what Renee's vagina is like.
Kind of like the universe.
There you go. Endless.
Mr. You're terrible.
I don't know. And Mr. Jim Carrey, thank you so much.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, I loved having you here. I'm glad you came back on the show. I haven't
Me
seen
too.
you in a while.
Why haven't you been
And
here?
we will do dinner. I like to.
Yes, I would like to do that, and I would like to be seen in a public place with you and photographed.
But wait a minute, why hasn't he been in here? Was he actually,
Well, see, this is why I really did
practicing,
want to come. I did want to come back because I haven't been here for a while, and you know, I do need the implants. And,
You got him, my
Dr.
friend.
I'd like my body judged by you people.
Was there any reason you turned off to us?
No, not at all.
What do we do wrong?
Honestly, and you know, Letterman says the same thing to me. Like, dude, it's been 3 years, you know. But I go off on these tangents and I work a lot, and sometimes the load is just too much.
So many people want to talk to you on the phone.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, let's talk to her.
All right. Elise, quickly. Know where to go. All right, Elise.
Hi.
Yes.
Hi, Jim.
Hi.
A friend of mine was working on a news show where they were interviewing Renee Zellweger,
Yes.
and they had these big things where if they mentioned your name, she would walk off. And I was just wondering, is there such bad vibes or something?
Oh, I wish a chick would do that with me.
You gotta have
Well, not for me.
a band.
Can I tell you something? That is the ultimate compliment, is it not, my friend? You, to have a chick so freaked out by you, that you can't even bring up your name. That's the ultimate compliment.
Sitting in a room trying to say my name.
Yeah, right. She's like, if you bring up Jim Carrey's name, I'm out of here.
No,
Just
I don't
have a
know.
big penis.
I don't know what that is all about.
I think she was
that
in
could
love
be
with
a
you.
rumor.
I think she was in love with you. She fell hard, and
Yeah.
you broke her heart.
Well,
That's great.
you know, it's whatever
She
that
actually had
is.
signs up, like, no Jim Carrey, no mention of Jim Carrey. There was notes everywhere.
Well, I love her dearly, and I wish her well. Honestly,
See how nice you are?
it's true.
That's true. And let's go to final question from Bill. Go ahead.
Hey, Howard, Jim, big fan for a long time.
Cool,
I
man.
just wanted to ask.
How long
Jim,
exactly?
Hey, it's good to talk to you, Ed. I just wanted to ask Jim, there was a blind item indicating that he had some work done in his house, and the workers uncovered a lot of framed pictures of Britney Spears.
Sir, that's not a blind item. That pretty much names names.
Is it true that you are obsessed with Britney Spears or would like to go out with her?
Oh, that's funny.
She's too old for me.
Too old. Yeah, you're dating much. What is the youngest you'll date?
You know.
Would you date a 21-year-old?
I just follow R. Kelly around.
Would you date a 21-year-old?
Possibly.
Yes.
Possibly.
You would.
18.
18?
No.
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 So there is a cutoff for
Yeah,
Jim
there is-
Carrey.
I mean, you know, honestly, I'm more comfortable with someone around like 30.
30?
Yeah.
Oh, that's very mature of you.
Very PC. Very
You got
PC. I
that,
don't believe it for a second.
Very good. That's a
No,
good answer.
honestly, it's like, you know, as far as, you know, hanging out and having fun.
Right.
Yeah.
You need somebody to talk about.
But just
Yeah.
to bang, you'll go 21.
Well, I'm not going to put any limitations on that whole
Banging you. Why limit your universe?
I don't know.
Yeah, Stephen Hawking told me to keep it open.
Jeff the Drunk, you have the last word.
What is Jim?
Yes.
Hey, man, how you doing?
All right.
All right, what are you on?
How big is your penis?
What are you, gay?
No, I'm just wondering. I'm not gay. How big is your penis? I'd like to know.
How big is the docking area?
I imagine you're very large. Is that true?
I'm okay. Yeah, I did okay.
Good for you.
You're really funny. Have a good one.
You know what's funny? You were telling me Stephen Hawking asked you the same question. How big is your penis?
My assistant wants to know.
My assistant.
Is this the assistant or Steven?
Artie, this must be a thrill for you. You're a big Jim Carrey fan.
I'm a huge Jim Carrey fan, absolutely. It's great, man.
That's why I brought Jim here today for you.
Oh, for me, thank you. It's also nice that Jim didn't bring a big entourage. It's refreshing. When Martin Lawrence came, it looked like the DMV out there.
See, Jim Carrey and Bruce Almighty, this is where he is given superpowers. He's a god.
That's right.
And he's with Jennifer Aniston, and she wears revealing outfits. Shows off, and she's so proud of those boobs. And it's opening tomorrow in theaters everywhere. Did Brad Pitt come by the set to see what was going on?
Yeah, good guy.
Yeah? You
Really
like it?
good guy.
Not dumb like everyone says?
I don't think so, no. But I'm not Einstein myself, so I'm not someone to judge.
Any tongue-kissing scenes?
No.
Brad, I mean. No, with Jennifer Aniston, anything like that?
No, I mean, it's just, it's pretty innocent. Pretty innocent. There's sexual suggestion in the movie, but it's very innocent.
I can't wait to see it.
It's really fun.
I want to thank you for coming in, Jay.
Thanks a lot, man.
Big star, you certainly don't need us.
Cool.
And we'll be back right after these words.
Fine.
Jim, good to see you.
I'm
Jim,
fine.
Jim, how'd everything go?
I think we survived. I have to move slower for you?
Was it weird talking about your childhood in there?
Not at all. No. I'm only too willing to open myself up and disembowel myself on the air.
But unfortunately, you wouldn't open up about your love life.
What do you mean I didn't open up about my love life? It was all over the place. It was I think I gave some secrets away, didn't I? Okay, Lynn, let me tell you something. I like girls and I like to kiss them.
stand-up comedy this weekend, and John says Artie's eating was out of control. Artie's telling me it's the road. The road.
It makes him eat?
He's here all week. He's on the road one day.
Why does he have to eat on the road?
Because, what else is there to do? You drink and you get kind of revved up from the big performance. And then you want to eat.
Where were you guys?
We were in Columbus, Ohio at the Funny Bone. So we go back to the hotel, and our room service is closed at 12 o'clock. So we have no place to get food. So we're starving. So we go and call a cab company to go and take us through the drive-thru at the Steak and Shake.
Oh, boy.
The what?
It's one of the best places I've ever been to in my life. It's called Steak and Shake. And you can get steaks and shakes.
What do you mean? That's all they have?
No, they have cheeseburgers.
It's a drive-thru?
It's a drive-thru.
And you get drive-thru steak?
Like a porterhouse steak you can get?
Well, they have what they call a steak burger, which is what we got. But yeah, you could.
It's a hamburger.
No, but you could get a steak too,
right,
if you wanted. Like steaks and eggs.
This is in Columbus?
This is in Columbus, yeah.
Steak and Shake. I wonder why they don't have that here.
It's great.
And it's like an all-night drive-thru, so for people like us, you can go there and eat.
And we were loaded, so we had to order through the cab driver who barely spoke English, so we yelling stuff. I want chili too. They want chili, and we want a double trouble. And they kind of know we were talking.
So what did you pack away?
All right, I gotta tell you Artie's menu. You ready? One double cheeseburger. One grilled cheese sandwich.
You ordered all this at once?
Yeah, this is all for one sitting. One grilled cheese sandwich.
Why does it always have to have cheese? I mean, I don't know.
I like cheese.
I've never heard of a cheeseburger with a grilled cheese on the side.
Yeah.
Grilled cheese on the side?
No, Harry, a double cheeseburger, then a grilled cheese sandwich.
Before he says this, I'm just going to say up front, I can't defend this behavior at all. This was
because cheese is like the most fattening thing.
I know.
But you don't care.
No. Well, I was very hungry.
All right, so wait, start again?
Yeah, you got to hear this.
Double cheeseburger.
One double cheeseburger.
Okay.
Then a separate grilled cheese sandwich. Then a bowl of chili with saltines. then an order of onion rings. You know, the fried onion rings. Then an order of French fries.
Oh my God!
Then
you order it all at once or separately, like a little bit.
All at once.
Yeah, yeah.
All at once.
Yeah, this is a drive-through.
It's a
They're not
drive-thru.
staying there.
Then a large chocolate shake with whipped cream and cherry on top.
Wow.
But
I don't know how you're not fatter. You're amazing.
Me neither.
and then Howard, so we go back to the hotel and I realize that my hamburger has cheese on it. I hate cheese, so I'm starving. So I'm eyeing Artie's chili, hoping he's not going to eat it. Artie takes the grilled cheese sandwich and dips it in the chili as like a dipping sauce. And cleans out the whole bowl of chili with the grilled cheese sandwich. And the next night...
And then I got a good night's sleep.
I'm laughing.
Then the next night, the same menu, again at Steak and Shake. The next night, only 2 double cheeseburgers.
Wow.
And like, a double's double the meat, so we got 2 double...
I mean, 1 double cheeseburger would be somebody's dinner.
Right.
But he ordered like for 3 people.
And they're big.
I mean, you move your bowels afterwards? Like is it like insane?
Well, forget it. So this is Friday night, you know. So we've been up for 20.
And you were drinking all night.
Yeah.
Right, I gotta show you the note that...
It's as unhealthy as...
You are so gluttonous.
I have no
totally
defense.
stuffed?
Yes, and then I go upstairs.
You know, the funny thing is, I could eat the same meal Artie, you just described Artie, because I am ravenous. I can eat and eat and eat, but I get like, oh my God, I don't want to be like a huge... I don't want to be like, Ruben Stuttered.
I doubt if you could eat 3 sandwiches.
Absolutely could.
In one sitting.
Absolutely could.
And a bowl of chili.
Absolutely could.
I would like to see you do it.
And you should see the amount of food I eat. I just eat healthy food.
Well, I do think you're like a factory.
Yeah.
I always think of you. I mean, like, you're constantly feeding your machinery.
Yeah. I'm hungry. I am hungry all the time.
But Artie must have a baby when he goes to the bathroom.
But I gotta tell you something, like I just ate my breakfast.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm starving. I had egg whites, and that's it. I ate the edge of a toast. And the thing is that...
And Artie's got bread and bread and bread.
And I am so starving after that, but like the hunger will subside. I'll forget after a while. You know what I mean? Like you gotta start somewhere.
But this is after like 8 shots of tequila.
Which is a lot of calories too.
Yeah,
and not only that, that lowers his ability to say no to the food.
When I went to Steak and Shake, and it was fun when you're drunk, but I was pretending I was Jeff the Drunk when I ordered it. I said, I'd like a steak and I'd like a shake.
Hey, Howard.
Yeah.
I once saw Artie sort of diet for about 1 minute and 11 seconds. It was the funniest thing. It was another one of these comedy shows. So they order all this food. So Artie got a bunch of hamburgers. So he's sitting there and he pulls the burger off the bread. And he goes, yeah, you know, I promised Dana that I would lay low on the breads and stuff. So he cuts up the hamburger with a knife and he eats like 3 of them. And then he's sitting there, but it's a room full of food. So finally he can't take it anymore. He goes to the pizza and has like 8 slices of pizza. But he really did not eat the bread.
I mean, if Dana's going to marry you, she's going to have to realize she is going to be living with a very fat guy.
Well, the problem
is... You're not changing.
The problem is that then after this, it's 4 a.m. Yeah, I go upstairs and I call Dana.
Yeah, this is a hold on, wait.
And then it's like...
Hold on, see, he's drunk. I mean, he had about 8 shots of tequila on stage. I mean, you know, just totally inebriated.
Right.
You know, so then he's like, I'm gonna go call Dana, and I'm like, all right, don't call Dana. It's just not you don't do it. He's like, God, I have a thing. I gotta call her after every night. She's got to make sure I'm okay. I go, Art, just tell her the phones aren't working or something. You should not call. He's like, what? The phones aren't working. The phones aren't working. I go, I don't care. Don't do it. Sure enough, he does it. Tell her what you did.
Well, that's the whole point is I call her and we talk for like an hour and she stays on the phone with me and the next morning I wake up and I forget most of the conversation and there's grease all over the phone from the meal, you know.
Like a murder.
And I gotta go wash the phone and then I'll call Dana the next day to recap what when I wake up at 2.
Right.
And she'll be all mad and she'll go, so, remember calling me last night? And I go, yeah, I remember. She goes, good conversation, right? I go, yeah. She goes, nice proposal.
Like, why does she want to talk to you in that condition?
I think she's afraid. She wants to make sure I'm okay.
But you're not okay.
She's making sure I'm not okay.
You proposed in a drunken stupor?
I guess maybe I did.
Wow.
And I guess maybe I've done it before.
I love you.
I love you. Oh, forget it. The Late Show Friday night in Columbus. They were the craziest group.
You got to read the note that the manager gave to the owner of the club about the Late Show in Columbus.
What does it say?
It goes, all right, I think you were happy with the numbers. It goes, 10:30 show, out of control. I spoke with John and Artie. Both said they could handle everything. We kicked out 2 people for walking up on stage. Artie went 30 minutes over, in parentheses, very drunk. I really thought he wouldn't get off the stage. John lets him go. I've told both CR and TJ how to handle the shows. This show is probably the craziest show I've ever managed. Artie went like 30 minutes. He was like, people were buying him shots of tequila. I've never seen a guy drink that much alcohol in one.
Dude, you're gonna be dead.
Are
you doing a Belushi for
No,
real?
no, I swear to you, there was no security there. People were coming up on stage. I'm supposed to do 40 minutes. As the headliner, you do like 40 minutes.
You're just doing your stand-up and then some guy walks up on stage?
Yeah.
And offers you a drink?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like Artie feels too much peer pressure.
Doesn't that ruin the flow of your comedy?
Yeah.
But the guy's got a drink.
And are you so drunk you remember your act? I mean,
No,
I mean, if you're proposing to chicks.
It's amazing. He could do his act like inebriated. I've never seen anybody could do that.
I mean, yeah, you know, I could do somebody act in my sleep, which I think I technically did. But, you know, I was supposed to do 40 minutes, and the Late Show I did probably like an hour and a half. It's like a Springsteen concert.
Let me ask you something. If Dana said to you, Artie, you have to stop drinking or I'm leaving you, what would you do?
I'd stop drinking.
You would?
I would.
For a minute. You're never gonna stop.
Because it's not, booze isn't as important to me as it used to be. It just isn't. It just isn't. It's look, on the road, it's really, it's horrible. The hotel rooms are bad, you know, and me and John, you know, don't cheat on our significant others, so we eat.
Well, John does.
No, I don't. No,
I'm joking.
I've never seen John even close to do it.
Yeah, we just go to the bar, drink, and then eat.
It's true, if you can't have sex with somebody, you might as well drink.
What's the other great pleasure
Drink
in
and
life?
eat.
Right, drinking.
And eating.
Right.
I mean, I treat double cheeseburgers my mistress.
It's my lady.
But do you think Artie will one day be a Walter Hudson?
No.
Well, I don't know. You know,
I think he's going.
yeah, you know what? It's weird. The thing that saves Artie is, I guess, that he was an athlete when he was younger. Somehow, that seems to be.
Well, I play
His body still remembers?
Yeah, like there's some sort of sense memory, but at some point you cannot eat that many calories.
I play softball. Like I'm playing softball today in the park.
Yeah, but one of these days your activity level is going to go down. Like you'll be married, you'll have a family, you'll have chores at home or something.
Yeah.
And your activity level's going to go down, but the eating isn't.
Well, he
might turn into a Walter Hudson. They might be taking him out with the crane.
You never know.
Artie flailing his arms up and down. I can't walk.
I think he's going to like do the Belushi thing. Like,
No, I'm not.
I think you're gonna die young.
Look, I'm 35. I already got a couple years on Belushi.
Any history of heart problems in your family?
No,
No.
nothing crazy.
And it never scares you when you hear about guys like Luther Vandross or Barry White.
Those guys are black.
Oh, if that's the difference?
Yeah.
They're not fat. It's not the fat.
He's a fat white guy.
It's the white.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, that's gonna save him.
I just wanted. It was, but it was a good show. Friday.
yeah, no. He's professional.
Yeah.
I mean, and
Oh, nobody's critiquing the show.
I mean, there's only
would
one show
love
that
to
he got
critique
drunk.
that show.
The 5 shows.
What?
We had 5 shows, and only one of them was the one that he got drunk. The Late Show Friday night.
Yeah, there's 2 shows and then 3 shows Saturday night. It's a busy, crazy, crazy weekend.
He retires after every weekend. He goes, that's it.
I told John on the way home. I said, "That's it. This was my farewell.
My swan song.
I'm retiring
He's
from
like
show
Cher.
business."
He just retired.
Howard,
for you. Yeah.
you should hear these 2 argue in the office, or I should say John browbeat Artie, because it's a funny thing. John's on the road, and John just wants to crank it out, man. He's just gonna say, let's make the money. So they wanted to add a 6th show. And Artie, I think, is on the road under protest. You know? So
I'm doing it for money. I got man making money.
And Artie's like, John, listen, I don't want to work that much. And they just like bicker all the time. They're like a married couple.
Well, we're gonna be out there. Might as well make it.
What else you gotta do?
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
nothing
you're
else to
already
do.
in, you're bored.
But you're gonna sit
Instead of eating.
Howard, the weight of the show falls on Artie.
Right.
Artie does
Well,
an
because
hour
he
and a half.
closes.
John does
No, he does 40 minutes. I did 25.
I think those comedy clubs are boring sometimes. They're so goddamn long.
Is it just you and John? There's got to be
Just me.
somebody else.
It was me, Artie, and Russ Maneem. That was it. And then Artie had his buddy there.
Right, but this really good comedian came with us. There's a MC, a middle, they call it, and the closer. That's what it's like at a comedy club.
Who's the closer? You?
Yeah.
And you're drunk.
Not all the time. I'm only drunk if the people get me drunk. There's no
You could say
security.
no.
They come, yeah.
But, yeah, Artie, the security is that you say no. Like someone's gonna stop, someone's gonna tackle someone.
Artie acts like there was a gun to his head. He had to drink 18.
Well, you haven't seen our crowds, Robin. There might have been a gun nearby. I mean, Robin.
Reminds me of that scene in like the Blues Brothers when guys are throwing stuff at the cage.
You tell the head of the biker group in Columbus I'm not doing a shot with him.
Michael, you're on the air.
Good morning, Hal.
Oh my God.
The guy who walks up, is he like a biker dude?
A lot of them look like that.
Yeah, some bald.
Yeah, bald,
With
earrings, nose
Mullet.
rings. You're doing a shot, pussy.
Artie never turns him out. I heard that, once he did a shot of tequila with Tabasco in it.
By mistake.
Yeah.
One guy gave me a shot of tequila once on stage in Pittsburgh. It had his girlfriend's hair in it.
Oh, did he do that on purpose?
I don't know if he did it on purpose, but I got so mad. And then I drank the shit.
Go ahead, Michael.
Howard, I gotta tell you, that steak and shake is the most greasiest food you could ever eat in your lifetime.
Thank you.
That is disgusting what he ate.
Howard, it's so greasy.
Yeah.
Oh, greasy beyond belief.
I'd like a steak and I'd like a shake.
Unbelievable. And let me tell you something. He's gonna be 400 pounds in no time. Keeps going on the road.
I don't know. He seems to manage this.
Well, he jogged like, what did he
Yeah,
do?
then Saturday I woke up and I jogged 2.5 miles on the treadmill.
And then probably went to McDonald's drive-thru for breakfast.
No, I did. For lunch. You know what I had for lunch Saturday afternoon after I jogged was a steak.
Did you really?
Me and my buddy Jimmy was on the road with us. We said, let's go get a nice meal. We sat down and I had a steak.
Steak with what, though? You see, like a steak wouldn't even be bad.
Let's hear what else.
Yeah, what
Not
else?
real steak either, Howard.
It's not steak. This is not steak and shake for lunch. We went to a nice place. I had mashed potatoes and bread and a salad.
All the accoutrements.
And a salad with
a couple of Cokes.
Yeah, salad with Russian dressing. The Cokes are what kill me. If I could knock out Coke and Hawaiian Punch, I would be... Honestly, because a lot of my calories... I'm 35 years old. I have 2 Hawaiian Punches and like 7 Cokes in a day.
Yeah.
But do you see how it's lost on Artie to take him to a gourmet restaurant?
Oh, please. You haven't actually... I took him to Picasso in
Yeah,
Vegas.
why did you do that?
Oh, it was just so stupid. And they bring out this tiny little lamb chop, and I'm like, this poor bastard's gonna go out and eat.
Yeah, he's gonna go out and have a real meal.
I'm thinking, good, at least they limit my portions, because, I don't have to be so fat.
They brought me a second one.
What waist size are you, anyway?
Very nice.
You're not that bad.
My jeans are 36s, 35.
Same as me.
And I can get into 34 sometimes.
What jeans? Are you wearing jeans?
I'm not wearing jeans right now.
You know what he's resorted to now? In the Hilton Hotel, he's wearing pajama bottoms.
Look who's talking. Ralph Lauren over here. John, your ass is showing. John's ass is out the whole week.
I know.
No matter what he has on,
But Howard,
half of the crack of his ass is
I know.
grotesque. It's grotesque. They put us in the back office of this comedy club. It's like a closet.
Yeah.
John orders a bucket of beers that he has to have before he goes on stage. I mean, the guy got problems.
Right.
And you're sitting on a couch. John has to bend over to get the beer, and his ass is in your face while he's taking the cap off and shoving a lime with his Amstel Light. Just gross.
You know what's funny, Howard?
I know. I've been over to like his place, and the ass is like part of the whole thing.
Ass is all over the place.
Yeah,
He has never bought a pair of pants that fit him.
No, he comes out to my house and the ass is just like everywhere.
I've seen John's ass more than I've seen Dana's.
Howard, you know what's funny? The comedian that was with us,
Who's with you?
The comedian.
Russ Maneem. this guy. Is this comic that doesn't drink, doesn't smoke, doesn't do anything bad, and he must have been repulsed by me and Artie the whole time, just drinking.
He's really funny, but he's a real healthy guy. You know?
Yeah.
So.
Well, dude. Steak and shake.
But I don't know why do you need a grilled cheese sandwich.
Oh, Robin, I wasn't thinking rationally.
Why do you need a bowl of chili with it?
Well,
dip your
yeah,
cheese
but
sandwich in.
I just
It's so
never
good, though.
heard of all of that.
If you, I'll
I mean,
tell you
that
what.
sounds like a nice combo, the bread with the cheese and the chili sauce, but
Oh, Howard, if you've never dunked a grilled cheese in a bowl of chili,
I've never heard of dunking
Do it.
grilled cheese.
But plus the hamburgers come with
I had
everything on
turkey
it.
chili for dinner last night, and I was worried that the sauce had too many calories. I put string beans in it to fill me up. I mean, I'm just trying to stay somewhat thin. This guy, he just eat. I mean, for what he eats, he's pretty thin if you think about it.
Yeah, he's amazingly
He should be
thin.
Walter Hudson.
you're the other end of the spectrum. You're the most disciplined guy I've ever seen
But
in my
dude,
life.
if I ate like you did, I would be so fat. I mean, there'd be no hope for me.
And just think of all the booze he poured in on top of it. You know, he's all over the
But plus, I forgot to mention those double cheeseburgers had everything on it. So it was loaded with mayonnaise and pickles.
And it's in a bun.
Yeah, it's in a bun.
Come on.
On the cigarettes, it's like the worst is when you wake up in the morning, you get a whiff of your fingers by mistake. It's like cheeseburger and cigarette and tequila. You relive the whole awful night. And then, it's like, that's just...
The phone is full of grease.
Well, let me say this, I was
Looks like there was a murder in the room. Somebody murdered a steak.
One time when I was like 20 years old, I was talking to my buddy on the phone, my friend Mike Saccone. I'll never forget this.
We think there's a guy upstairs who executed a cow in his room. We're pretty sure housekeeping sees all the remnants of it.
I was talking to him on the phone. This was when I was like 20 years old, and he heard me go, He goes, well, what's the matter? He thought I was like dying, and I found a White Castle pickle in my underwear. I don't know how in the hell it got in. I was wearing jockey underwear, and it was like the ketchup was dried up, and it was stuck to my ass almost.
Hey, Howard. But I know Artie's getting heavy because we took his small plane home.
No.
And I sat next to him, and the armrest?
Yeah.
Artie put it up because I guess maybe
Because his fat would squeeze into that.
And at one point, I tried putting it down so I could lean on it. It wouldn't go.
First of all, John, don't even get into your behavior.
Artie's
Boy,
been eating...
you know what? I've heard that monologue.
Wait a minute, Artie's been eating Milano cookies
This was
breakfast.
the worst.
Last, was it Friday?
Friday, yeah.
John, 2 days before that, John had asked Artie for a Milano cookie, and Artie gave it to him. The next day, John just decided, well, now I can take them. So he reached into the bag and just took a Milano cookie out of Artie's bag. And then he ate, he started to eat it, and then he had to tell Artie something. So he leaned down and started talking into Artie's ear. Artie said he had Milano cookie. And
Howard.
spit all over his face.
Howard, it
I
was...
did spit on it by accident.
Howard, I had to go into the bathroom and boil my face. Howard,
Catches on to certain people, like John and Jackie were like joined at the hip, and then when Jackie, did his swan song, you're not that in touch with Jackie anymore, and now it's like Artie just filled Jackie's shoes completely. I mean,
He's a younger version.
yeah, he's like the same guy. He's paying for crap.
He eats uncontrollably. He likes to drink. It's perfect.
Yeah.
But no, Howard, I know Artie.
the money situation on the road with John, it's getting embarrassing.
Do you
What do you
realize?
mean?
Well, just because.
Any of the money back?
Well, what do you right now? He owes me $500.
I got the check.
All right, let's see it.
What did you owe you 500 for?
Well, sometimes we split some of the expenses, and
You know, why don't you do this? Before you leave on any given weekend, you and John put in the same amount of money into a
fund.
And that's the money. Cause, you know what? Because why do you leave it up to anyone?
What you're saying is makes complete sense, but it'll never.
Like when you went to the Steak and Shake, who ends up buying everything?
I did.
Wait, I offered to pay. You said
John,
it's on
there's
me.
no. Oh God.
You said it's on me.
Fred, what happened at lunch? Remember lunch last week? We went. John goes. I go. I'll pay for lunch with John. I said the two of us will buy lunch, and John goes to open his wallet. There's nothingness. It's the abyss. It's just nothing.
It's the same move.
Yeah. I got
Like he doesn't know it's empty.
Because I have a credit card. Why would I? I can. Why would I pull it out?
This he pay with his credit card?
Sometimes, if you, I mean,
Come on, Art.
Every once in a while you do, but you really gotta.
It's just, you know what? No one wants to always tip the limo driver. No one.
No, it was included in the car, the tip.
No.
No, it was.
It never is, John. The guy always. I mean, I like to
You always give a little something.
I always give the guy a 20 at least. You know, it's
Yeah. No, I would have too, but I didn't
it's
have any money.
cash too. The guy's got some money on him.
I had no cash coming home.
Wait, why don't you have cash?
I got paid in
Because
partially in cash.
I spilled my wallet out. I had $10, and at the bar we went in the late Saturday night. I bought 3 cans of Red Whip.
Oh, for to do whippets?
Yeah, so I emptied my wallet.
I mean, it is. I'm telling you, I don't know if it's funny on stage, but it's retarded. It really is. It really is unbelievable. It's unbelievable. And then we want to play it at 9 a.m. on a Sunday, and we just look awful.
You guys are in, like, where were you? Scranton or Columbus? It's like you turned it into Manhattan.
Yeah, we did. We did. I mean, it really is just. I mean, look at me. Look at my eyes.
Oh, I know. You look horrible.
You're looking at me. I look horrible. My mother. I slept all yesterday afternoon. I missed the Yankee game. I woke up at 6. Now I'm screwed because I can't get to bed.
Yeah.
My mother comes over with food. And she goes, you look horrible. Why don't you stop doing this? I'm like, I didn't go to college. I have to do it.
Yeah, what am I going to do?
Look
Stop
at me.
doing it.
Stop doing it.
But you could, you could sort of curtail some of the behavior.
No, you're right.
You know.
Is it fun, Artie, when you're doing it?
When you're on stage and, the people
No, I meant the
liking
eating
you.
and waking up at 2
It's gotta be fun, at least.
And
Yes,
Is
it's
that
fun.
fun?
It's fun when you're doing it. The recovery process is god-awful.
Aaron, you're on the air.
Hey, what's up, Howard?
Hey.
Hey, one thing you need to know about a steak and shake, although it is very greasy,
Uh-huh.
them steak burgers are about an 1/8 inch thick.
Mm-hmm.
So they're like the thinnest hamburgers in the world.
Okay, so they're hardly there.
Right. Thanks for coming to my defense, but
Well, you know, y'all are harassing or getting on them about how y'all are imagining these burgers like quarter pounders from.
All right, thank you for the specs. So who cares?
Sorry, I had 4 of them.
Never mind, it's still too much food.
Now, let me tell you about Steak and Shake. Now, it is greasy, I'll give you that, but these are hamburgers.
Them hamburgers.
Them hamburgers.
I ain't like a regular New York type hamburger.
All right,
We didn't let that guy tell us how big the onion rings are.
yeah, we only got to the French fries when I hung up on them.
Well, they're regular size, Robin.
Well, let's see here,
They're regular
Onion rings.
Yeah, they barely fit around my penis. Which is how I like to devour them.
When you're banging an onion ring.
We're going to take a break, and we'll be back right after these words. You were finishing up that story. Artie, if you're just tuning in, we've been talking for 40 minutes about Artie and John and their show they did this weekend.
So after the whole thing, I get home. I just want to have one good meal, something, So I order some Chinese, and so I sit down to eat, and I ask my wife to pour me a glass of orange juice. She pours me a glass of orange juice. I drink like 3/4 of it, and I start to pour more. As I pour more, I notice there's the brown stuff in there.
Oh wait, what are you doing?
I'm throwing up.
When I think about it, I'm almost gonna throw up.
John, don't.
So.
Oh, Jesus.
Listen.
He's raging.
John, go in the. Are you gonna throw up?
Are you going to throw up?
I want to get the story out.
I wanted to throw up.
Oh, it's funny. What was in there?
So I go, Susanna, there's something brown in the orange juice. So she looks at it. There's maggots in the OJ. I just drank like 3/4 of a glass of maggots.
John's like gold dust. John,
Really disgusting.
You were maggots in there? What kind of orange
How
juice?
old was this orange juice?
It was June 5th is the the ending date on it, whatever.
Yeah.
I don't want to make you sick, dude, but maggots are born in feces.
Yeah.
Yeah. They drink like,
It was one of those the calcium enriched OJ they make.
Oh, is that how they do it?
And what's
Maggot enriched.
Oh God, dude.
Was it a big lump of maggots?
They were all when we looked at the bottom of the glass, and I just drank 3/4 of it, all in the bottom of the glass.
Oh my God.
I know.
Did the juice taste funny?
No, it didn't taste funny.
It was good.
Oh my God. That's awful.
Where'd you get this juice?
Can I say the company?
Why not?
Oh,
Was it really?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yikes.
I know. So I wonder if I guess.
Sue?
Yeah.
He looks
Look
weird.
at you. You're retching every time you think of orange juice.
Well, it's my favorite drink.
Everybody sues over everything. I don't see why you can't get a little
You're
settlement.
traumatized, aren't you?
But my wife saved it, and put it the top back. I sit in the fridge right now.
The maggots.
Yeah.
Pretty great.
But oh God, it's gross.
John's little fake throw-up session here might get him an extra couple $100,000. Now I get his.
Okay, you're out of your mind thinking. Whatever.
Yeah, I was thinking that too.
He's going like, oh, Howard, it was.
I'm not gonna sue, but I'm saying Howard, the thought of drinking maggots is totally disgusting.
In fact, he never stuttered before he drank that orange juice.
Why aren't you gonna sue? You're so money hungry. I don't understand why you wouldn't.
Yeah, you could relax and keep Artie off the road.
What are the damages? I got nothing to say,
What are the damages?
What are the damages? The fact that I'm about to throw up.
I guess, but
Oh, Howard, the other day, can I say the company?
Did him testifying? It'd be great.
I don't know if I can sue. I can barely do my job.
maybe there are damages. I was doing the same thing last night.
All right, I'll say the company. I don't want. What mental anguish?
He's walking up into the big lawsuit. I don't know what my damage.
I mean, I'm no lawyer, but.
I did say the
I
ad.
can barely answer the phone. I barely got to work. I don't know how I'm gonna have lunch today.
And orange juice was your favorite drink.
It is my favorite drink, and I swear to God. Artie, I swear to God, I'm not kidding around. I swear to God.
I can barely.
It was really disgusting.
You probably have a lawsuit. I can show this tape. Yeah. You're almost vomiting.
Please.
Your Honor, when I think about it,
Your Honor. Your Honor.
Your Honor, I can't even. What are you doing, sir?
I'm throwing up. It's really gross.
I think John like to Susanna. I'll pretend to throw up.
You're out of your freaking mind.
The E channel will have it on tape.
That's part of our evidence.
It's really disgusting.
Yeah.
How would
It was like a big lump of maggots.
a bunch of them in the bottom of the glass?
That would sound
Olivia over here won't quit. It was maggots.
Howard, off the air, I tried to tell you, sorry, wasn't I getting the same way? I'm not goofing around. This guy is...
Well, you understand you gotta keep it up.
This guy.
No, that's gross.
Dude, how would you
You know what? Whether you're sick or not afterwards, I see people sue over everything.
Yeah, it seems wrong that it should be in there, right? And you should be able to sue.
June 5th is the date on it.
June 5th, what's today?
Today's like May 20th.
Oh, so they screwed up. You're gonna call?
Yeah, I told my wife at least call him. We'll get some free OJ out of it.
Are you ever gonna be able to drink OJ again?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Free OJ.
Yeah, that's a bad thing to say.
Free
Put that in
OJ.
context.
Yeah, free OJ.
Free OJ. It's a good bumper sticker.
What were you guys telling me about the road? I don't know, during the commercial, I don't know, something about, we never finished the story. But
What about the cab? Oh, how I couldn't get the so, you know, they I sat next to Artie on the plane, and Artie lifts the armrest.
Right.
When I tried putting it down, I couldn't get it down over his ass. His ass was on my side of the seat.
And I'll tell you, that armrest hurt me. I think I got a lawsuit. Can I say to the airline? Continental. Ah, my back. Wait, is my camera on? Ah! Oh, my back. That armrest on Continental. He goes right back to the story, real casual.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Did your kids see it?
No, but my kid's been sick all week, and she's been drinking the OJ. So she's had a tummy ache all
The whole family was
all week. So now we think that's true.
Okay.
All of it's true.
Did you videotape her?
But I'm waiting for Artie's little freaking.
Right now, Greta's in acting class, learning how to. No. You gotta when you pretend to puke, you gotta. Now you try.
Hey, Bobo, you're on the air.
Yeah, how you doing, guys? I think Artie and John are out of control, man. I mean, Artie, when was the last time you had a cholesterol test?
Did you know your cholesterol? We gotta do that.
A couple years ago,
It's gotta be bad.
It's gotta be like 500.
No, it's not that bad.
It's gotta be huge.
It's not that bad. It's just bad.
What's with John doing whippets, man?
What?
You're gonna get brain damage.
No, you're not. It's a mild.
I don't even understand that.
It's a mild dosage. It's not.
So you say it cost you $10 for 3 cans of whipped cream?
Yeah, I said to the boy, I'd take everything in my wallet, and
Yeah, which was $10.
Do you do the whippets right at the bar?
Yeah.
I mean, they let you do that?
It's not illegal.
It's true. It's a whipped cream can.
Yeah, it's his whipped cream.
It's not illegal. It's just insanely embarrassing.
But you know what, Artie's getting mad because the dosage wasn't enough, so I had to do 2 at a time.
I don't know. I think I got brain damage. Can I say the name of the company? Ready Whip. You're killing me! Ready Whip, you're killing me!
Well, maybe, this whole retching and everything is Ready Whip and not...
No, believe me, it was the brown maggots.
Brown maggots.
Yeah.
You gotta bring the jar in. What kind of maggots?
Brown maggots. I'm trying to I'm disconnected from the actual experience.
You gotta bring it in. Is it a big lump of maggots?
I'll bring in the OJ. I'll bring in the I'm like I can't eat bugs or anything like that. I really
Well, no one can.
Yeah, who does?
Can't eat bugs.
No, but
It's unusual.
I'm learning so much about John.
You don't understand.
No, but you see Fear Factor.
People that can't eat bugs.
If you see Fear Factor, they can eat.
Artie eats bugs parmesan, so.
With a little mozzarella, not bad.
Yeah, you don't understand. I can't eat bugs. I think I understand that.
Like repulsed by it.
No.
So are we.
You're goofing on them.
I'm not goofing on it, John. I just, it doesn't really seem like they're throwing up.
I could probably throw up in 2 seconds.
What?
I could probably throw up in 2 seconds thinking about it.
Let's see you do it. That'll make you feel want to.
Come on, Brenda.
No, I don't want to throw up, Howard.
Talk about the maggots. Let's see if you puke. If you puke, you'll have a lawsuit. I swear to God. Stop. It's true. Talk about it.
No, they will. I'm telling you, you can't fake that, Artie.
You look like Ralph Cramden.
Talk about it. Seriously. If you throw up, you'll have a lawsuit. I'm not kidding.
I don't want to.
Talk about the maggots in the orange juice.
No,
You drank a big gulp of it?
I drank about 3 glasses. I drink about 3 quarters of the glass. I'm telling you, this is what I was doing all last night.
You're right. I think about 3 quarters.
Okay. Oh.
Oh, my goodness. People should be able to see this.
Give me another.
Jessica Hahn, you're on the air.
I just got sick. I just literally got sick.
Listening,
Never drinking juice again.
listening to John's story. You could sue John, and John can sue
She could join the
Class
lawsuit.
action. Yeah, you could join the lawsuit.
I just got sick. I'm not even kidding.
Oh, me too. Wait. I'm in on the lawsuit too. Wait.
Class action suit now.
You know, I throw up if my back didn't hurt so much from that continental seat.
Say hello to everyone. Jimmy Kimmel. Big shot now. Got his own show on ABC.
Mr. ABC.
Big star.
Who knows how long that'll last anyway. So I
You
said
don't
to
think
him,
it'll make it through the summer?
no, you never know. But Jimmy's a friend of our show. We love him.
Yeah.
Come on in. Oh, Jimmy looks different now that he's a big star.
Big man.
He looks
Yeah,
absolutely.
It's a network.
He looks no different.
I know, actually. What happened?
He's the coolest talk show host ever. Look at
Jimmy
that.
haven't upgraded at all.
If anything, I look worse.
Hey, yeah.
I was gonna say, wait a minute, I expected a big star to walk
Are you
in.
so sorry you took that show or what?
Oh yeah, it's awful.
Is it awful?
Yeah, it's terrible. It's a terrible thing. I don't know why people want to do this.
Is it horrible?
Yeah, thank you, Sam. I appreciate it.
No, I mean, is it horrible doing the show?
Oh, these are because you're horrible.
No, I said, is it horrible doing the show?
Well,
I didn't say you
the
were
show
horrible.
itself is fine, but it's you get in there in the morning and you're just there all the time. you never go elsewhere.
They
You're
keep
there.
you locked up.
It's weird because my dressing room is in the basement, and there are no. And that's where I go in the morning, and there are no windows, and so sometimes I don't even. Every day, really, I don't know what's going on outside. I walk outside, it's raining. I'm like, how long has it been raining? It's like, oh, since noon. It's 9 o'clock at night.
Your girlfriend was so funny yesterday. She said that when growing up, the kids used to call her a Jew monkey. Did you know that?
Well, I think some people still do. I don't think that stopped. Yeah,
We
some
thought
producers.
you might.
Some producers still
That's
do.
right. I told her she wasn't the last stop on your parade.
Oh,
Yeah,
he
that's
decided that this morning. I don't think that's true.
Oh, I know.
All right, we will get into that.
Yeah. All right. It's going to be tough breaking up with her because she's so in love with you.
Do you think he wants to break up already? She doesn't know it?
Yeah.
Oh.
You do? Yeah. Well, I think Jimmy's into her.
I think that you kind of, like you were married, and I know how horny you were, and you only had sex one time every month or something.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't that bad, but it was
Like
close.
you met Sarah, and it's exciting. She's a comic, and this and that. But now you're starting to see with your own show and everything, you get a lot of other chicks too. So
I don't know. No, I'm not like that.
we'll see. We'll see what you want.
You think he jumped in before he realized where he was?
Yeah, I think
what his pool was
Yeah,
like.
yeah, I think.
No, you know what? People seem to misunderstand. It's like, not only could I have gotten tons of girls when I did the man show, I could have gotten them when I did. I mean, look
So
at
what? What's the
these
point?
lousy
You were
stuff.
married.
No,
You didn't
yeah,
cheat.
when I was in the radio,
Yeah,
it's
so same
not
with
like
me.
this is a sudden, like, oh, now that you're on ABC, now girls are.
But you haven't had those girls. You were fantasizing about them. You just haven't had a chance to have them.
They're better in the fantasies. They smell in real life.
We'll see.
Jimmy's right. He could have got chicks, but your own show on ABC, you got it. But that's another level. No, it doesn't really. It's really different.
Jimmy Kimmel's here. Jimmy's an old friend of the show.
Yep.
Now he's a big shot. He's up against Letterman and Leno, sort of.
Sort of, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm on right in the middle of everybody.
Seems like a horrible job.
It is a bad job.
It is a
It's
bad
job. It is. Well, look at how unhappy everyone that does it is. Now I understand why.
You're miserable, right?
Yeah, no. You know what? I don't know. It's one of those things where I would be miserable if one way or the other I'm miserable. It's one of those things like, it's like, this is such a drag. But then if you don't get to do it, I know I'll romanticize it and wish I was still on the air. And,
Because I said to Jimmy, I realized years ago I do not want to host a late night TV show. I had my opportunities. I was going to do it for Fox, take over for Joan Rivers years ago. And I was all hopped up. Oh, I'll be on TV. It'll be good. And meanwhile, it's a miserable freaking job because you're busy battling for guests. Is it impossible for you to get guests? Because I see some of the scrubs you got to put on.
Yeah.
I mean, it's awful.
Sometimes you're interviewing like, you know. It's hard, yeah.
I thought it was bad when I said, oh, he's got Tammy Faye Baker.
Well, no, you know what? Actually, that's what we did on purpose. She's good. It
I'd be
turns
interested
out.
in her.
Yeah, I mean, she's, you know, you understand when you have her, you're like, oh, that's why she was able to take so many old people's.
But you got Yoko.
Social Security.
That was a good guest, I thought.
We got
Sounds
Yoko.
like you're getting better.
Yeah, well, we got Yoko, and you know, Conan had her on Friday, and then we got her on Monday.
So
you know?
what, though? Just do your own good interview and then block all that out. Act like you're the only show on the block.
That's right. She never did any other show.
Yeah. You know what you need to do? You need to date a really big star. That's why you got to dump salary. You got to get a really big star. Then all her friends will come and do the show.
Yeah, I guess.
So you got your start in radio.
Yeah.
And you work for a station in Seattle.
Yeah, it was my first like paying radio job.
It's a very competitive market in Seattle, believe it or not. I'm not joking about that.
It's true, and they hate outsiders in general.
It's sort of like Detroit.
Oh, is that what Detroit?
Yeah, if you're not from Detroit, they hate you.
Yeah, well, they really hate you, and especially if you're from California, which I wasn't from California, but everyone from someplace else from California. So I went and we did a show, and we got fired after like 10 months. And
who's we? You and who else?
Me and my buddy Kent Foss. We did the Me and Him show in Seattle. You know, I didn't understand. Like, I thought, you know, I'd get tapes of you from my like uncle here, and you know, he'd mail them to me. I thought, oh, well, that's great. You can do that on, you know, you can say, you know,
I guess that's allowed.
Stuff. Yeah, and yes, you could say that stuff, but I couldn't. So they fired me.
So you got fired, and then this is really weird. So he had a radio job. He had to go back home. He was married.
Yeah.
Oh.
Tell the story, Jimmy.
I was 20 years old. I'd been married for, you know, almost a year. I had to move back into my parents' house in Phoenix with my wife.
Oh.
Wow. Which is good time.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, into my old room, which is even worse.
Your room with your little posters and
you lived,
bed?
You lived in your room.
Lived in my room for probably like 6-7 months or something.
You had to live there with a chick.
But wait,
Yeah.
you were having sex with your wife like under a Johnny Bench poster?
Steve Garvey.
Steve Garvey, that's even worse.
Did you even have sex at that? I mean, you were newlyweds.
I always managed to figure that out, but yeah, and so
did
we
your father
get a fold-out couch bed.
Did your parents humiliate you, like, and say, "I can't believe you're here and you're married, you have no money"?
No, my parents aren't like that. In fact, when
Mine are.
They tried to get me to stay forever. I mean, if it was up to them, I'd still be in the room.
Right.
Really? See, that sounds so wonderful to me.
Yeah,
Like,
it's nice. Actually.
I would have been humiliated if that happened to me.
But see, your parents made sure you were never coming back.
Yeah. Oh, I wasn't coming back.
Yeah, mine didn't.
Yeah. Okay, Dad. Shut up! I'm with my wife, please.
Shut up!
Don't humiliate me.
You see, I can see myself moving back into my mother's house any day.
See?
I still have a shot at it.
My father would have humiliated me in front of my wife. If I came there and I couldn't, he would have just been like, "Oh, I don't understand. How could you have gone into radio? How could you know, like, I just would have been humiliated."
My father did not want me to go into radio, and when actually we were living in Phoenix, and when I got the job in Seattle, he tried to bribe me not to go.
Really?
He
He loved
told
you so
me
much.
he'd pay me $400 a week or something if I stayed in college in
Isn't that
Arizona.
amazing?
Yeah.
So then you took a job parking cars?
Yeah, I took a job as a valet parker at this combination nightclub, boxing gym, and health club. And Danny Bonaducci had gotten into radio. He was doing a morning show in town. And, yeah, you know, when you do a morning show, you have to be there at 5:30 in the morning. Around, 2 in the morning, he'd come out of this, but I had to park his car, you know.
Oh.
It was, extra humiliating.
Yeah, you felt like an idiot.
Park his car, and I had to wear this outfit that, shorts and a, shirt and stuff. It was really bad.
Oh, what a nightmare.
Yeah, it was just a horrible time.
So how'd you get out of that? Then you got another radio job?
I got a job in Tampa, yeah, doing radio.
Morning radio?
Yeah. Yeah, it was bad. That was bad, too. It's real.
At least you got out of the house.
Yeah, people should not get into that. I mean, it's really...
What did they pay, Tampa? How many years ago was that?
It was 1991, and I got $25,000 a year. Yeah, I mean,
No kidding, in Tampa? That's pretty good money.
yeah, well, it was a pretty big station in Tampa. They were throwing the money around at the time. But I made $25,000 a year, and then really 7 years ago, I made maybe 7 or 8 years ago, I made $32,000 a year.
That's amazing. I didn't think guys got that much on radio.
Yeah, we thought, there's very few people, and we're trying to be every one of them who make money in radio.
This is funny. I was reading this article that someone gave me, and they said that the wrestler Goldberg couldn't get on Leno and Letterman, but he did get booked on the Jimmy Kimmel show, so he was very, very grateful for that.
Thank you.
I don't know about that.
Do those guys keep? You're not doing Goldberg?
No, we did Goldberg, but I don't know that. You know what? I don't think that's true. I think they came right to us because one of the women that works for us used to work there.
So is
And
Leno?
my cousin Sal has 15 stitches in his head from Goldberg.
Really?
Yeah, there's a pillow fight on the set. Got out of hand. He's got 15 stitches in the forehead.
You're kidding me?
No, he likes to pillow fight. He attacked Lennox Lewis.
No, that was hilarious.
Yeah,
His
he's
cousin
a
Sal.
lunatic. I tell him, Sal, take it easy with the pillow, seriously. And then all of a sudden in the middle of the show, I see him standing there. And he's got a gleam in his eye, and I just know, oh no, here we go.
That's not prearranged?
No. Well, sometimes at the beginning it was, but then I was like, all right, take it easy with this.
Yeah.
But Lennox Lewis is there with his aged mother, this old lady, and Sal comes out with this pillow and just starts pounding on Lennox Lewis, and Lennox Lewis starts pounding back, and Anna Nicole Smith is there. So it's Lennox Lewis, Anna Nicole Smith, Don King, and my cousin Sal, and there's this huge cake, and the cake gets knocked into Lennox Lewis's mother, and Anna Nicole Smith winds up injuring herself. It was ridiculous.
Really?
Yeah.
So Mike Tyson, getting him for a week is a coup, right?
It was. But
How did you work that out?
Daniel did it. Daniel's our executive producer.
But he was horrible, Tyson, right? I mean,
No,
he was hard to work with.
Spectacular.
He was?
And not only that, he was very nice. He was one of our more friendly guests.
Were you scared?
I was terrified.
Yeah,
I've been goofing on the guy forever. I've been goofing on him for years. Hey, he doesn't know that, I was
But do you sit there thinking, he's smiling at me right now, but, at any moment he could go off.
yeah, he never, I wouldn't say he smiled at me, but when he does, he's got the gold tooth.
But you had to be nice. I mean, like, you couldn't say, "Hey, you're not going to try and rape me or anything, are you?" Because then he would set him off.
I may have said that exact thing.
And then who was the other guest I wanted to bring? Oh, Monica Lewinsky.
She's coming up tomorrow.
So you haven't
night.
had her yet.
No, yeah, she's the co-host.
Are you going to try to get sex off her?
Yes.
That would be great.
Give you oral.
I try to get sex off all the guests. It's not just Monica.
But are there rules like to getting Monica Lewinsky? Like you're not allowed to bring up the fact that she, gave oral to the president.
No rules. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah.
All right.
I mean, I have to be, respectful. But obviously, we wouldn't. I would look like the world's biggest dick if I never asked about
But
it.
actually, what does she do on that show? I was
She's the
watching
host.
it last night. I didn't see her.
Yeah. She comes on and she does like the host of The Bachelor or whatever.
Yeah, but they were on at the beginning and the end and the middle. I couldn't watch the entire show, but I never saw my.
I mean,
By the way, the show tanked.
yeah, it's
It
all.
did?
Yeah.
I thought
Oh, it
it
did
did
horribly
well.
in the ratings.
And the
Really?
the camera must be in an extreme close-up if you can't see her on somebody else, because she's pretty heavy.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Listen to
Artie.
Big catcher. isn't
Artie's skinny compared to her.
I mean,
She
she's
just
the one.
leaned over and put a cigar.
One of my favorite things is when fat guys start talking about how fat women are. She's like, oh, she's a real fatty. Artie's over there.
You know what's even funnier?
Going out of the
You
morning.
should see Artie at the pool. You should have come to Vegas, man.
I know.
You see Artie at the pool in Vegas because he's so fat that he covers up, like he wears even socks and pants and shirt. And his girlfriend is in a little white string bikini. And I went, this is the great thing about show business.
it? Artie's wearing flannel.
Monica Lewinsky's the one person I can call fat. I think.
Well, they say the camera puts 400 pounds on you. So, in all fairness to her, I'm
Yeah,
sure she'll
maybe
look
she's
thinner.
really thin.
She has a nice face. I would like to see her get thin, but I guess she can't do it.
I thought
I would say to her, why can't you get thin? You'd be so hot.
Remember, she had a deal with Jenny Craig. All she had to do was lose some weight. They'd have given her $1 million. She couldn't do
She
it.
couldn't do it.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, you gotta bring that up, dude.
Yeah, I will.
I would say $1 million, do it. Do it. Lose weight.
I'd get somebody to hold my mouth shut.
Right. Seriously though, will you eat that Jenny Craig for $1 million?
No.
No.
Jimmy's right though. I do tend to call chicks fat when I have a full mouth.
That's true. The best time to do it.
Yeah, right.
So now, what's going on with the person? You're fully divorced? Or you separated?
No, it's not completely done yet.
And everything's working out? I mean, like...
Yeah,
Everybody's friendly.
thank you, Fred, for that.
Jimmy Kimmel.
Your wife's
It's
got
an
a business.
unpleasant thing,
Yeah.
overall. But no, we get along
we're getting along fine.
You liar.
No, we are. We're doing
really?
all right, yeah. Every once in a while, something pops up and it's trouble, but we're
Now,
getting
did you
along.
get a house right down the street or something?
Yes,
like that?
I have right down the street.
And is the money freaking you out? How much you had to pay off?
I haven't had to pay anything yet. No.
Yeah, they haven't even gotten to
I
that
will.
yet.
No, that doesn't really bother me. I don't know why. I know it drives you. I know that it's even to this day. It's really the center of your thoughts.
It is. It's the center of my thoughts.
But not for me. It's not as big a deal.
Not a big deal for you.
No.
And do you have to give up future earnings and stuff?
I have no idea. We haven't
haven't worked that out yet.
No.
Well, maybe that's why it's not a big deal for you
Wait
yet.
till he sees.
Maybe so. Yeah.
There's
That
no
is why.
reality.
Yeah, you haven't figured all that out yet.
And
now,
are you with the kids 3 days a week?
3, yeah.
days a week? 3, yeah.
got that all worked out.
Yeah.
And I hear Sarah's hanging out with the kids.
She's met them. Yeah.
Yeah, they like her.
Yeah. Yeah. They like her.
Uh-oh. Wait,
Sarah.
what?
They don't like her.
No, they do like her.
I'm
no.
surprised.
No, she's fun.
She's
But,
fun,
they
but-
haven't spent a lot of time. They
How
haven't
old
had
are
time
your
to
kids?
develop a grudge.
How old?
I'm not sure. The little one looks like she's about 11 and 9. They're 11 and 9 years old.
So why? So you met Sarah right after your divorce because it's very quickly you started dating her.
You're really evil to the core.
No, I'm really not.
Because the way the questions are positioned, it's so like it really seems like you're interested in like the romantic angle of it. And
No, I am though.
I mean, I gotta say that yesterday when you had Sarah on, I was at the hotel listening. I was mopping the sweat off, just mopping.
She's
It
in
was
love
so
with you.
humiliating.
She had a big penis.
Yeah,
and she's very in
that's
love with
cool.
you.
That's
Dude, you came out smelling like a rose
She
from
can't even
that.
handle you.
Yeah, right. So he moves in and he starts kissing you.
He goes, hey, baby.
Oh, come on.
Um,
He wouldn't say, hey, baby.
no, he didn't. He was just
Did he
like,
bang you that day?
he was just like, just pressing my hair, like stroking my
Like
hair.
a dog, like when you brush a dog,
Yes.
petting you?
Yeah, like a dog.
Like a dog.
He was licking my ass, actually.
Really?
Sniffing it.
Nice.
Like a dog.
Like a dog.
Nice.
No, so it became very romantic, and you became lovers that day?
Yeah.
You did. And it was
Yeah,
good.
I mean, yeah.
And it was good.
Yeah, but his penis it's too big, It's like, it's too giant. I need 2 vaginas.
Talk about when the kids tried to light Sarah on fire. That's not right. So you started seeing her right after your divorce. Because you obviously
I'm technically not divorced yet.
all right, after your separation,
Separation.
when it was okay for you. I know you weren't the cheating kind of guy.
So I am not.
I guess assuming. I don't even know why I know that. I just think you're not.
Yeah.
And then you meet Sarah.
Mm-hmm.
No one in between your wife and Sarah. And now you're in a whole new long-term relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you've only had sex with like one other woman beside your wife.
Yes.
So Sarah's like your third girl ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Good times.
I mean, even I at least double that, I think.
Yeah. I mean, do you think? Even Sarah says it's probably bad timing.
Howard's saying she's your rebound girl.
Right.
Oh, I don't know. I don't think so. I'm not really like that. It's too much energy to expend, right? I mean, to go out and meet girls.
Yeah, you know these broads.
And I have this thing. I know she was talking about it yesterday, but it really is true. I have this the mental block is if I feel they wouldn't have gone out with me in high school, forget it.
But you think Sarah would have gone out with you?
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
You are so delicious.
Sarah's way cute. Sarah's way cute, dude.
No, I think she would have. But I mean, I'm 3 years older.
I think it's kind of neat, though, that it's like 2 comedians. That sounds kind of romantic, I kind of
Do they sit right together?
Did you get like these jokes all
we
night?
while the hours away, crafting our jokes.
So you getting banged like crazy now, or what? Are you like a maniac now because you didn't have sex for so long?
Yeah, well, what I've done is I've shifted my energies from masturbating to actual intercourse.
Right, you're not masturbating anymore, right?
No, rarely. Yeah, rarely.
Exactly.
Well,
Maybe
we
like
heard.
6-7 times a week. That's
But we heard that you're like on the red eye on Friday to get wherever she is.
Yeah. No, well, I mean, as you know, she lives in L.A., so it's not really.
Right, but she's been traveling a
But the
little
truth
bit.
is, I planned to come out here next weekend, and then what wound up happening is I had to come out to do the upfront. So that was, I just kept my plan.
Is it hard to? I know sometimes it's freaky to think who is before you, like David telling Colin Quinn all that, Sarah.
And Gary Shandling.
Gary Shandling.
No, that is not true.
It's not.
Oh, it's not?
She didn't. Well, no, maybe she's.
Artie, you're giving us bad information.
I heard a rumor that she dated Gary Shandling.
Yeah, people think that, but it's not true.
But Colin Quinn, it seems that she dates all comedians.
Yes.
Yeah. Does that bother you at all?
No.
That might bother me.
No, because if you think about it, think of how much better I'm doing than those guys, right?
It's okay, because you're doing
right,
better.
Exactly. When my show gets canceled and I'm hosting some bloopers thing on like CBS, then then it'll bum me out.
And how are the ratings and everything? Is the show there for the long term, or are they giving you a hard time? Are they threatening you? You got to get the ratings up?
No. The ratings they're fine with.
They're fine.
Sometimes they have issues with the content of the program.
Okay.
Yes. I mean, which they sometimes feels a little stronger than they would like it.
Right.
But the ratings are good. The ratings
really are. So you're not under pressure like you're going to lose your job anytime soon.
Well, I mean, you know what? You never know, but I don't think so.
Because you really don't want to
go back to... They wouldn't be putting me at the upfronts today if...
You don't want to go back to living in your parents' house.
I'd rather not, yeah. Although my parents would be delighted if
they would be thrilled. And when your parents met your girlfriend, they weren't like, wasn't that weird for you? Because all
yes,
these years,
it's very weird.
Very strange.
Yeah, my mother's got this whole thing. It's like, she likes to be all-inclusive. So Sarah's Jewish, so she's like, pulling out like actual boxes of matzah. Like, oh, you might enjoy this. Here, honey, eat this matzah.
We like to control people's money too sometimes.
Yeah, we have a good time with that.
I have a big nose also.
And you live with your brother?
Yes.
What do you mean?
I mean, he lives in my house. My brother. Yeah.
What's up with that?
It's hard to even go to the supermarket when you have two kids in the house, so it makes it nice too.
So he kind of does the housework?
No, not at all. Not at all. It's just it's my brother. I have a big house.
Does he work?
Yeah, he works. Yeah.
All right.
This is sort of sounding like that TV show, Full House.
Yeah, it's kind of like all the guys living together with the kids.
Yeah, you should see my house. It's ridiculous. Yeah. It's like a moose lodge. I have 5 TVs in one room. Is that right? Artie, you would never leave if you came over.
That sounds like a palace. Are you kidding
me? Yeah, no, it's great.
All right, Artie, you're on the phone.
Hi.
Hi.
Howard. I wanted to ask Jimmy Kimmel. A couple of weeks ago, he had Joan Rivers on. And he was reading from his cue card, and he had said that she was in show business for 60 years or something.
Yeah.
And she got really embarrassed.
No, she got mad is what she got.
Yeah, she got really mad and said something. Like she went
apparently it was 70. I had it wrong.
To the black basketball player, ignored Jimmy for a while, turned around and said, and you can go to hell.
Yeah.
Because I guess,
Or she was kidding around.
Yeah, she was goofy.
I don't think she really got mad.
But there was a couple of bleeps. I was wondering what you said to her, why they beeped it out.
I don't remember.
She was probably cursing. She's doing a shtick. Come on, get with it. Steady, you're on the air.
Hey, Jimmy, I heard you love when Sarah gives you oral because it muffles that squealy pig voice of hers. Is that true?
Oh, come on. That's outrageous. That's outrageous. But is that true?
Yes, that is true.
You know what I thought was funny? I read Dennis Miller has been very critical of your new show. And
Well, you and Dennis are into it, aren't you?
No, not really. And you know what?
He said a terrible thing about you.
Well, I don't know that he did because he called me and said that he didn't. So
he said Jimmy's show is unwatchable, and he can't figure out how politically incorrect could have been replaced by that piece of fluffy, shallow DS.
Well, I happen to agree with him, number one.
No, wait a second. He says he didn't say that?
No, yeah.
Well, where did they get the quote?
Well, they make stuff up all the time.
You're buying them.
Right? Anytime I see anything that says someone said, this guy said that, it's...
All right, so you're not accepting that?
No.
All right, Chuck, go ahead.
Hey, Howard, big fan, long time listener, first time caller. Gotta say something to Jimmy. I gotta ask him this. Why wouldn't you get on Juggy Vanessa before getting on Sarah Silverman?
He's in love with Sarah Silverman.
I would have made a beeline for Juggy Vanessa in a heartbeat.
Are you in love with her?
Vanessa.
You in love with Sarah?
With Juggy Vanessa?
No, with Sarah. Are you in love?
Yes, Howard, yes.
You're in love. He's so embarrassing.
I know. I'm really comfortable with my emotions.
That guy's clearly not listening to the interview. Juggy Vanessa wouldn't have dated him in high school.
Right. I had one of the strangest experiences of my life was when you had... I was sitting in my car listening about a month ago, and you had Scott Thompson from Kids in the Hall on the show.
Yeah.
And he said that he had a crush on 2 people, me and Uday Hussein.
That's nice.
That's fantastic.
That's
Two womanizers.
Yeah, you're very big with guys.
Yeah, I know. Guys like me a lot more than girls do.
I love Jimmy Kimmel. Jimmy Kimmel, I love you. Jimmy, you are a genius. That's why I take after you. Jimmy Kimmel is a genius, but no more of a genius like I am.
Well, and he calls every minute.
Jesus.
He's something else.
Hey, Bill, you're on the air.
Yeah, I know, Howard. I just want to let you know they beeped the segment when the caller called in and asked if Jimmy enjoyed. I don't know what he enjoyed because we couldn't hear it.
Yeah. I had a high-pitched the voice thing.
Yeah.
What was it?
It was, do you like getting oral pleasure, can you say?
From Sarah.
From Sarah, because it squelches her voice.
That got bleeped?
Yeah, it's getting very annoying to try to listen to it.
Why would that get bleeped?
I don't know why that would get bleeped.
Why did that get... You sure that's... You mean 2 seconds ago we got bleeped?
2 seconds ago. I just called right through. I got in, and after, you're hearing it, after the other day, and...
I don't even know what about that comment that would be bleepable.
I would know.
Gary, go down and find out from Dead Air Dave why he hit the button on us. Oh, it's so ridiculous. I gotta get out. I'm almost done.
Yeah, I don't think you have any idea how much stuff gets cut out of the show.
I know, I don't. I don't. Well, I get a listing of what they...
Oh, you do? You get a little report.
The call was about oral, nothing bleepable.
The first time Adam and I were on the show, as we were leaving, Adam said, we ran into Dave, I think, and he said, yeah, did you go in the bathroom? He's like, yeah, did you, I said, you didn't have to bleep anything today, did you? He's like, are you kidding? We had to bleep you guys like 15 times.
What got bleeped?
Well, I can say it, but I don't think it's something that should be bleeped. But it was.
What was it?
It says, when Jimmy gets oral from Sarah, does it muffle that voice? But I don't think that's a problem.
Why was that bleeped?
I don't know. I asked him, and he said he did bleep it. He said, I'm sure Tom would have bleeped it, too.
You know what? I'm sure that I'm about 5 minutes away from walking out of here. I don't know when did this happen? What? Tell me why that was bleeped.
Yeah,
when Jimmy gets oral from Sarah, does it...
That's all the guy said, yeah.
We've been saying that for ages.
What is going on? I want an answer now.
I think Dead Air Dave has a crush on Sarah.
You know what? I'm not in the mood for a joke.
Yeah, be quiet, Artie.
You want me to get Dave down here?
I want Dave down here to explain to me why my show gets obliterated by him every day. Let Tom come in here, or one of these imbeciles get in here and tell me why that was bleepable. They just bleep stuff randomly. I had it. I've had it.
Whatever day, whatever their sensitivity is that day.
I want out.
I get the same thing. I can't say Jesus on the show.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's an ABC thing.
It's
But
crazy.
at least you know that.
Tell me up front.
You're dancing around in the dark.
I'm trying to bring it down, Howard.
No, you're not bringing me down. I appreciate you actually pointing it out because by the time and then if I don't handle it right here and now,
it'll become a standard.
Listen, I want out. I don't want to do this anymore. I'm done with it.
Now I'm upset I called because I don't want to lose you.
No, don't be upset.
Well, he should be upset.
You don't have to be upset. Let me handle being upset.
If you leave, he's going to be upset. That's what he's saying.
Yes.
I hope we can all get through this.
But you see, I can't go on like this. I'm being serious.
I understand.
You think I'm making a joke? And
I understand.
Yeah, Jimmy, enough with the jokes.
Why was that bleeped?
Well, the answer...
Give me the rationale.
He just said...
Why can't he come in here?
He won't come in and Tom
He's
might kick
certainly
it down
big
here
enough
like
to
this.
push the button.
Why was that bleeped?
All he said to me was, I'm pretty sure Tom would have bleeped it. And I can't get Tom to come down here because...
No, he wouldn't bleep it. I don't want this going on anymore. You see I'm in pain? Because Dead Air Dave doesn't know what end of the button is up. When have we ever bleeped the word oral?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Today it's not good. Yesterday it was fine.
Here's the point. Tom is useless. He's a useless human being. He's a nice man who should retire. What?
Tom's on his way down, but I have to take a second to brief him in the hallway because he doesn't know what happened.
Well, tell him to start listening because I can't take these after discussions.
He'll be here in 20 seconds.
Get him down here. I'm sick of it. Tom, explain to me how you're in my life. What is going on back there? I'm being serious.
I'm in your life. I've been in your life. I've been in your life.
What is going on? Oral now? You're bleeping?
I
I didn't hear it. I don't know what the context was.
There was no context. What was the sentence? I believe they. Let him say. You could say to bleep it. I'll bleep it right now if you tell me to bleep it.
Let's just not repeat it. Let me find out what it was. Let me find out the context.
I'll repeat it. I'll hit the button if you don't like it.
No, I don't.
I want you to make the decision right now.
I prefer not to play that game.
Play the game with me. I'll bleep it.
No, I don't want
you can trust me.
I don't want to do that. No.
Why not?
Why don't you want to play my game, so to speak? This isn't a game for me.
No, I understand. But I would just as soon find out more before I tell you what I think.
Well, he won't come down here and explain anything to us.
And he shouldn't have to.
Maybe
Yes, he should. It's my show.
What we can say and what we can't say while we're doing it.
Browbeat him.
You're responsible for doing this to me.
I'm accepting responsibility.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
Tom, is that a monogram shirt you're wearing?
Yes, it is. Thank you, Jimmy.
Because he's proud.
Why would you put your initials on the outside of your shirt?
I don't forget who I am that way.
Did you see the initials? ML, Mr. Lucky. Tom, I'm going to tell you right now.
Yeah.
What was said on the air?
I really want.
And if you tell me to hit the button, I will. What was said was.
No,
what was said?
It wasn't bad, and I don't think you would have bleeped it. I really don't.
You know what? I don't know. I want to find out, and I just as soon not repeat it because why do it and have to bleep it again?
But it's fine. I don't mind bleeping it because you're going to say, well, I don't understand why that was bleeped. I'm going to say it. And you can say bleep it, and I will hit the button.
I want to talk to, because I'm going to say bleep it, because I'm not going to say.
I'm going to take that chance. Robin, repeat what was said.
I remember exactly.
Go ahead, Jimmy. What was it said? You stay here.
Jimmy, do me a favor.
Is it true? I'm doing you no favors. You represent everything. Every general manager ever fired me.
I never fired you. I never did anything bad to you.
You and your pals.
You and your kind.
All right, here's exactly what was said. Because I don't think you're going to bleep it anyway. Somebody called in and said, Jimmy is the reason that you like oral sex from Sarah because it muffles her squeaky voice.
I believe like that.
You would believe
Hit
that.
the button.
Really?
Okay.
All right, I hit the button. You're lying now.
I don't think he's saying an exact.
He didn't even say it. He didn't even say the word sex. It was oral.
Squeaky.
Well, what he just said, I said I believe. I would definitely hit the button on that.
Really?
Yeah.
That's racism.
But Howard, you're lying. Howard, it changes everything that Jimmy added the word sex. It really does. 'cause
It
we
was
don't-
just oral.
Right.
Yeah. Just oral. Tell the truth now.
Then I'm not as sure.
Right.
I'm not as sure. I'm not.
Jimmy actually told it wrong.
Sure.
Right. You should have let me repeat it, Jimmy.
Sorry, sir.
Right.
Yeah. So if the word sex wasn't in there, it would have been all right.
Yes.
I gotta.
It was a phone call. We weren't having an
conversation.
extended conversation. It was a phone caller's comment. That was all that was said.
Tom,
there was nothing before it or after.
I don't want him on the button anymore, Daddy or Dave. I don't want him there. And it's got to be changed because I don't want him there. I'm telling you, I don't want him there.
Let's get high-pitched Derek on the button.
No, I don't want high-pitched Derek.
Yeah.
I want you on it. I want you on it. I want you on it. That's it.
Okay, go.
I am. Your
I
boss.
got the number. You want the number?
I think he's immune to him too.
I need you here in the morning, and I'm telling Scott
I'm
that.
here every morning in the morning.
By the way, let's end the charade already, because I can't be edited like this. I can't go on like this. Why wouldn't they hire a
You know
lawyer?
what's going on out there, right? I mean, I give you all the stuff. I show you all the
I don't
stuff.
care anymore, though. I don't care. That's my
But I
problem.
do,
I'm
we have
mental.
to.
You
We
have to. I don't.
Got a big valuable radio station license that we have to protect.
It's time to let go of it. Time to get some balls in here. I'm not saying anything outrageous. They want to fine me for that. I can defend it, and I'll take on the defense. Howard stood for the defense.
You'll defend yourself. You're
I'll
gonna be your
defend
own
myself.
lawyer.
I'll be my own lawyer.
Right.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
Jimmy,
Goodbye.
nice to see you.
It's good to see you too, Tom.
Hi.
I'm about to get one of those shirts.
It's ridiculous around here. I got to take a break. What?
You know, it's just one of those things. This is what you were railing about a couple of weeks ago. We're in a weird position because the reins are tightened on us because of what other people do.
Right.
Yeah.
We
By
know
the
what
way,
to do.
none of this has anything to do with me. Other broadcasters have been fined within the chain. Now I'm up for grabs. Do you understand, Jimmy?
I know.
I don't know if you know.
I know.
I think
Believe
you're
me.
living in an ivory tower over there.
Yeah. I'll tell you this. I worked in radio for a long time, and people get away with a lot more than you do.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And you were suspended a bunch of times, right? A couple
Well,
times?
fired.
No, but you were suspended one time at your station in L.A.
Well, because
No.
Jimmy and Adam still don't understand.
No, we are not allowed on the air together. Yeah, we're not allowed to be on the air together.
But you know, it's funny because I've had a conversation with
It's
Adam.
good. I've talked to Adam 50 times about the rules.
No, he has no idea.
No idea.
He has no
Never
idea. Yeah.
But didn't you guys get suspended once for making racial slurs against the Vietnamese?
No, that was Adam. Yeah. And it was the Chinese. I'm gonna fight this fight with you to the end, Howard.
We're gonna say oral sex a few more times before the point it's over.
I may give you oral sex. Nice.
Now I don't know what's happening.
We can say oral sex.
You sure?
Yes. I'm not working here if I
Can't
can't
say oral sex.
It's ridiculous.
You know what makes it
Don't
even
turn on your
funnier?
TV. I could not believe. I'm watching Buffy the Vampire Slayer last week.
Was that one of the most outrageously sexy
Two chicks in bed with their clothing off, getting it on. The redheaded Allison Hannigan coming up. Then the black principal
with
a white woman,
Faith,
Faith the white woman, interracial, like rolling around, shirts off, everything.
Everybody's naked.
On the WB, a show geared for children.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there going, you gotta be friggin' kidding me. They're showing oral
say
sex. The sheets are up and what?
I saw that. I couldn't believe it.
Well,
So
what
why are you
I
clapping
mean,
down?
Tom tried to bleep it.
No, I didn't.
I saw it and turned it off.
No, I didn't.
Did that make you want to pleasure yourself? Tom hasn't pleasured himself since he got over
That's the
cancer.
problem. That's
Had a
the
pact with God.
That's why he survived.
Right.
I can't imagine that you're watching Buffy the Vampire Slayer,
Well,
Tom.
absolutely. No, sure.
Sure, it's the best nudity on TV. What happened? Why are you here?
Just because I saw that and.
Who cares what you saw? I'm saying, did you go back and find out why I was edited?
And the other thing I was to say, can you say oral sex? Sure, it's when you start making it
I
descriptive.
said oral.
And you can even say oral sex.
He said, do you like oral? Because
I hear you.
it shuts her up. What is bad about that?
Not only that, if you listen to the call that preceded it, the whole break, you know, with the movie clip and all, it's just consistency.
Does anybody understand that my show is being run by a guy that made an agreement with God?
Yeah, I think of it every day.
Made a pact with God.
I
think it was God.
I feel bad for Sarah.
See?
I feel bad for Sarah because now that comment was repeated 80 times.
Yeah. Well, no one heard it. Don't worry.
Don't worry, we made sure that didn't get on the air.
They know something about Sarah, but they don't know what.
What is it, Joey?
Hey, Howard, on behalf of all the listeners, all the 50 million strong in the United States, we would love it if we could have Tom Chiasano retire and maybe Baba Booey too.
Well, no, Baba Booey's great. Please straighten him out back there. That was not an appropriate.
We'll work through this. We'll work through this together.
All right, I'm going to take a break. We spent too much time on things that people don't really want to hear.
Just going mad. Yeah, so check it out. We got the sexiest strippers, and you have me, of course.
It's the maddest party, and you have me, of course, singing my Smash Hit Blackout.
How can I forget? How can I forget?
Mad midget.
So check it out and tell you what you think. I'll see you later.
Who's that again? Midget's
Going
going
mad.
Yeah.
Check it out.
Where's Midget's Gone Mad? They coming in? There's some kind of tape you can get. Midget's Gone Mad. Speaking of tapes, some dude sent me an email. I went on this website last night. It was a mother-daughter who get it up. There's Bridget the Midget and Drevin. Speaking of tapes, it's a mother-daughter who get it on with each other supposedly, and I went on there to see it, but you can't, I think you gotta order it.
Oh, you can't see it on there.
You can't see it on there.
They don't give you even a preview?
No, they have pictures of the mother-daughter, and it looks like the mother-daughter hooker team from that we had in Vegas, but it's not. Gary said.
I don't think it's them, and I'll tell you, even though they don't show you the actual video of them doing anything, it's just disturbing to see a mother and her daughter naked on all fours, ass to ass.
Yeah. Give out that website. I looked at it. It's not. I don't know how you get the tape. I can't even find it. I'll give it out later in the show. I'm not going to waste time because Bridget the Midget is here and Drevin. Is that how you say it? Drevin? Trevon.
Yeah.
What's up? What's up?
What's up?
Nice to be here.
I always love having midgets on. It's always.
And I love to be on.
Yeah. Hey, Howard, I got something to say, man. It can come off any time. So unexpected, okay?
It can come off at any time.
It can come off any time.
Your pants, I heard you hung. Well, wait till I talk to you. Why don't we calm down? Everyone calm down. I know midgets and everybody's.
We're frantic today.
What is Midgets Gone Mad? Everyone's curious. It sounds
Midgets
funny.
Gone Mad.
Exactly. It's a bunch of strippers.
It's the wildest party ever.
Yeah, we just hilarious. It's raw and uncut. Give it to you raw.
And I sing in it too with my band, and
We have
that's
some
what
beautiful
I'm
strippers.
Are you guys?
And then the girls touch me.
Is it like Girls Gone Wild in that you show like your penis drawn?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I see.
Well, there's some they're in the back right now. The girls, they're back there.
Yeah.
Well, they show their tops a lot. They take their tops off. Why I help take their tops.
So what is it? It's midgets living. Let me understand what I heard. It was midgets living in a house with strippers, and you were shot for the whole day. They film you doing weird things.
Yeah, just a big party.
Why would I want to
How
see
many
that?
midgets?
Oh my gosh,
No,
there's
it was
probably like
numerous
35,
midgets,
40 midgets in it.
Yeah.
You guys don't mind being called midgets? I know I've had people in here.
Who cares?
You don't care about
Yeah,
that.
right.
Well, you have to know where the word came from, and I'm comfortable with it.
Yeah.
Midget is not like the word nigger.
No. Hey, but I am.
Midget is like fat and obese, and then to say like vertically challenged. You know, I mean.
How
No,
tall are you, Trevon?
I'm 4'3".
How tall is Bridget the Midget? Do you know?
She's 4'4".
4'4". So she towers
I'm
over
3
you.
foot 10.
Are you 3'10"?
Yeah, I was going to say.
Alright.
You're not shorter. And Bridget has written notes on her hands today. You couldn't remember?
But I couldn't remember that it was the wildest party ever, and there's a lot of whipped cream in it.
Bridget, you're an attractive girl. You got a nice face.
Hey, am I attractive
And
too or
oil,
what?
there's oil.
Yeah, you're attractive. You're a guy, though. Let me say something.
Yeah.
You tattooed your whole body, your arms.
Just my arms, I'm still working. I want to do my back.
You're afraid, aren't you afraid that's too freakish looking?
No, I think actually the tattoos are very sexy to me.
Talk to me about the midget community. Talk to me about being a midget before I give out the address for you guys, because people are curious about midgets. Now, Bridget, you went into pornography and you got
Yes,
out.
and I got out.
You're not doing sex films anymore.
No, I'm not.
You're doing midget sex. Tell people
I
why.
got bored.
I thought it was because the guys were dirty.
Yeah, no, it's true. The guys I think were kind of dirty, but now they test them for everything now. So
You got STDs from them, didn't you?
just chlamydia.
Chlamydia.
Yes.
And it took you months to get rid of it.
I didn't know I had it at first, and it kind of affected me and made me real sick.
Yes.
And it cost me a lot of money in the end. I said, you know, this is not worth the risk to my body. But I think now they test you for chlamydia, gonorrhea, and HIV/AIDS and all that stuff. Back then, they just tested you for HIV.
So you are telling me you wanna live. In other words, most people think of midgets as people who want to die because it's a tough life. I see midgets on the street. I see kids pointing to midgets on the street. It's tough to be a midget, is it not?
Yeah.
You
Well, the
love
reason
it?
they point is because we're always made fun of.
Isn't it hard to be, not in Bridget's case, but in yours, Javon, a black midget? I mean, that's everything going on.
But you know, I walk on and I live, and who cares?
You don't cry at night at all?
No, I don't cry. I just love it.
You love being a midget?
I love it.
It's all about the represent.
It's all, you know.
Do you love being a midget because, what, it's a way of making money for you? Wouldn't you ever, and let's be honest, let's cut through the bull. Don't you ever wish you could be full-sized? I mean, and just be looked at as a man rather than as a, you know, the typical freak
Did
show?
you have trouble getting women?
Women love me because I'm very packed and I'm very handsome, so.
Yeah, but come on. You know most women, it's a novelty. You know what I mean? Oh, I'm going to have sex with a midget. They don't take you seriously.
They take it seriously. I have relationships. I mean, girls just throw me their numbers, you know, they're butting my face and it's real. So,
If I said to you tomorrow, you could be full-sized, you wouldn't want that? No. Oh, come on. Bridget, what about you?
I love
it. Lies. Now you're lying. Bridget, you don't want to be full-sized.
Well, maybe because I'm a girl and he's a boy, but I like being a little person because there's one thing. You know how like everybody tries to be different, change their hair, change this, change that. Well, I was born with this one thing that like
Stop with the positive attitude. Stop with
Wait
the
a minute, Bridget. Even you said you have trouble getting guys.
Oh, sure. Just like a fat girl or an ugly girl.
What full-size guy is going to take you seriously?
What cute guy's gonna take a fat chick seriously?
But that's my point. What did you? You're not a fat chick. You're in great shape, but you're a midget.
But I'm hot.
And you don't sit there and go, oh my God, if I was full-size, life would be easier. I know even for me, I'm an ugly guy. I wish wish if I had been born like Brad Pitt, you know how easy my life would have been? People would have been more accepting. Come on, you don't fantasize about being a full-size person, having a full-size hand? Oh, come on. Of course.
It's really enjoying because we get away with it's a advantage.
You know, there's just two things I
don't
can't
believe
do.
any of this.
I can't go to buffets and I can't rob a car.
Exactly.
You know, that's
Come on, you're making jokes.
When people see us, they think we're so innocent. But
Ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Yes.
You know what, Bridget, I don't want to paint you into a corner and bring up like sad stuff, but I know I was looking over the notes on you, and I said something that I thought was really sad that would, if I were a little person, would upset me. Bridget suspects that her parents got divorced very young, and she suspects the reason was when her father saw that she was a little person. That's why he left. So that
don't tell me that doesn't freak you out.
In a way, it ruined your life.
Actually, I did a very major film about that kind of story called Tiptoes, and it's all about how
You think your father left you because you were a midget?
Yeah, well, I don't think so.
I mean, did you ever ask him, confront him?
No, I never did. They got divorced when I was about 1.
And he just left your life. You've never had a relationship with him?
Once when I was like 7, but no relationship. Wow.
So you don't think that's sad? You don't see the sadness in that?
Did he have other children? Full-size?
Everybody's got a sad life in a way sometimes. Not everybody, but some people.
Here's another thing that I think is very sad about your life. You had to have a lot of operations when you were younger. By the time you were 12, would you have a dozen
One
operations?
cannot draw strength from strength. One can only draw strength from weakness.
Oh, this sounds like a stock line. I'm sorry.
You became addicted to painkillers at
Yeah,
the
when
age
I
of
was
7.
like 2 years old. No, I was 2 years old.
She would hide the painkillers.
When I was 7, I used to hide the painkillers
I
under my
think
bed.
either one of you
Say,
would
"Ma, you're running."
I think you would give your leg to be full-size. I'm not kidding.
no, I love it. It's
Really? All right, I'm not going to argue the point anymore. Midget's Gone Mad. So you get in the house. So what's so crazy that I see on Midget's Gone Mad? You get in the house, you say it's crazy. What happened?
Crazy. Got my band Black out there. And,
Why is that crazy to see you in a band?
well, we're playing our song, and I'm in the middle of about 40 little people, and we're all just there jumping up and down.
Naked?
No,
I'm naked.
What is so special about your penis? You're anxious to show it.
It's real big. I'm black, so like they say, short.
It's hung well.
Short.
You're hung well. Let me see it. Let me see you. Show it to Robin, not me. I'm not gay.
Go ahead.
Yeah, Robin, come on. You know you want to see a midget's penis.
America, you better get ready because it's coming out.
All right, America's ready. Let's see it. I'll take a look. I'll take a look at it. Why not? Let me see it. Well, that's a pretty good size for a midget. Right, don't touch it. Please,
That's gay.
Really, that's gay. Dude, put your hands
They
down.
give you in height, they give you in length.
Yeah, it's real big.
It's not that big.
It's big, Howard.
Benji's smaller. You know that.
I think if I could have the
But
penis...
put your pants back up. Come on, it's disgusting.
Yeah, really, dude.
Yeah, really.
Please put it up.
Yeah, put your pants up. Come on.
Jesus.
Did you read the phone number on the back of his shirt? We wrote a phone number. Howard, we wrote a phone number on the back of his shirt.
All right. All right.
This really is Midget's Gone Wild.
That's
It's
funny.
totally wild. We
Totally wild.
We totally
Wild and
wild.
Midget's annoying. Sometimes I think you guys have to. You get very loud and you talk over one another because you're anxious to be seen. So in a sense, you can be annoying. Are midgets annoying?
I think so. I
do?
think I get annoying.
Yeah.
Midgets are annoying.
I know I get annoying.
Are you overcompensating for your lack of stature?
No.
Well, I think what it is just I'm so growing up so used to everyone looking at me that I'm the center of attention. So I always want something at least funny to come out of my mouth. I don't want to look like an idiot. So yeah, I think it has to do with that.
You bang white chicks, Trevon?
Yeah, I bang white chicks, every chick, because it's so big.
All right, you bang white chicks. and you
White
have-
chicks.
Porn or something?
Are you a porno guy?
Yeah, well, I did too.
All right, and are you bang full-size chicks?
Full-size chicks.
Have you ever had a relationship with a full-size chick where you moved in with her,
Yeah,
you lived with her?
yeah, I had threesomes. Yeah, I've been in all. Very.
Not bad.
Threesomes?
Yeah,
Threesome.
Oh, threesomes.
Yeah.
Come on, don't you speak Klingon?
I think she's like studied because she's on my side, so she's really.
She's a little.
Yeah.
And my entire sex life is documented.
All right, the tape is called Midget's Gone Mad.
Midget's Gone Mad.
Are they, I don't, do they hang out in a midget community?
They kicked me out.
I don't know where they all go because I never see them on the street.
Where's the midget
Well,
community?
I've seen one midget all winter.
Yeah.
I tell you, right on the street.
I think they stay inside personally.
Do you midgets go somewhere?
Yeah, I go out everywhere.
Well, just walking is hard for us to walk long distances, so we usually stay inside or take a taxi.
Why, because your legs are very short?
Yeah.
Really?
Do you have trouble hailing a cab?
Oh,
Yeah, sometimes they don't see
Wait,
us. and they go
Trevon
by.
is black, so I can see why he doesn't get a chance. That I understand. But you are a white woman.
Yeah, I know. No,
Just because you're short?
I don't. They think I'm a kid, and they're like, "Why is that kid hailing a cab?" You know, when they drive by real quick.
You've never gotten a cab.
No, I've never hailed a cab before, but I live in Hollywood and I own a car, so I drive.
If you're 4'3" and black, you ain't getting a cab.
I have to literally like run and jump on the back of the trunk for them to stop, you know.
Imagine being a black midget. Did life get any rougher than that?
3 years ago, imagine being a black
Are
midget.
black people mean to you?
Oh no, yeah, some of them are kind of rude, but you know.
I would imagine black people are ruder to you than white people.
Yeah, somewhat, yeah.
Are the black children?
Yeah,
Are black children very mean to you?
Yeah, sometimes they are, you know. They just,
what happens? What do they say to you?
They point at me and say, "Hey, look at this big head over here."
Oh, they make fun of the size of your head.
Yeah, exactly.
I was about to make some fun of the size of your head myself. So
which one? Which head, Howard?
Well, it's funny how kids laugh and point at us, but there's a certain age between like 10, 11, and or is it 12 and 13 where they just then they don't point anymore. They think it's cool. When they're like 13 or I don't know what it is about being those ages.
So what do black people say to you, Javon?
Big head, monster head.
Hey, what's up, big head?
Like little black dot, whatever, you know.
You call you a little black dot.
Yeah,
okay.
Little black dot. Like that's funny. Come on,
come on, that's stupid.
You gotta be drunk to understand.
Trevor, next time kids do that, whip it out and show.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Do you have like a network? Do you know, have other people you talk to, like friends, all your midget friends?
Yeah, they IM each other.
Yeah, but see.
Hey, if any midgets out there, okay, little people, if any little people out there want to be my friend, that's fine.
Yeah,
I just don't
exactly.
have a lot of little people friends.
Yeah, if you're out there, just
I have a few that are cool.
Why not?
Like Mika, she's really cool.
Why don't you have any midget friends?
I have one girlfriend, she's hot, just like me, beautiful hair, her name's Mika, she's gorgeous.
Are you embarrassed to be around midgets?
No, I don't think they like me because people confuse me for them. They always go, "Are you Bridget?" They say, a lot of little people come up to me, especially when I did this video, a lot of these little people would come up to me and go, "I hate you because," or I'd hear them talk behind my back, you know, "Oh, people always confuse me for her. That porn girl, I hate that."
I see.
Get that over.
You know, I know a regular sized guy.
Midgets, yes.
I know a regular sized guy who banged a midget, actually.
Really? What do you say?
Well, he said he was very drunk, and he said it was actually fun.
Was it?
Yes.
I don't think I could. I'm so tall, and
it's real good, Howard. You should try it.
All right, bend over, Drevin.
Trevor, come on.
All right, man, I'm ready. All right, listen, let me give you guys a plug because you're nice enough to come in here.
Thank
today.
you.
And, in case you escort you out of here, you go back to.
You're looking awesome. Just
Thank you. I know you are too.
Nice guy.
Thank you. I'm full sized.
I'm full size too.
Now, are they both attracted to full-size people?
I like anything. Really.
My last boyfriend.
He's a guy.
Yeah, I like anything.
He was tall. We were together for 3 years.
And you would walk around the street with him holding his hand.
Yeah, but you know, to be honest, I think I would really feel more comfortable dating and being with a little person.
Yeah, right.
Because last night, it was the first time that we went out to a bar and we were dancing to the oldies.
Yeah.
And we were dancing together, like arm in arm. It was so
You
much
and Trevor.
fun.
Yeah, that was real hard. That was real hard.
He fell, he pulled me on the floor.
Yeah, it was real good. Real good.
To purchase Midgets Gone Mad,
Midgets Gone Mad.
go to midgetsgonemad.com. You can order the tape of Midgets Gone Mad and see Wild Midget.
That's how we call the
That's
girls.
my call. And that's the time when you hear that, it's gonna come out. So
Midgets are hyper.
So when you see me, like,
Oh my
be
God.
prepared. Be prepared.
So if I do that noise, girls will come over to me?
Yeah, oh, well, not you, but me.
You know, we brought the girls.
I usually just go like this. I go. And they come.
They come to you?
No, we did bring the girls with us. They are.
I heard, but you know, I'm interested in midgets. Yeah, I've seen them all.
Howard, just to say, I have an exclusive raw, uncut footage. I wanted the whole world to see. It's real.
All right, midgets.
Robin, I want to kiss up to you real quick. I just want to say you're looking very, very beautiful today.
Thank you.
Robin, can I ask you a question, Robin?
I'm never going to get rid of the midgets.
They're here now and they're not leaving.
Go ahead,
They've not
midgets, yes.
smiled.
Go ahead. One more thing, Javon.
Yeah, Robin, do you date midgets? Because I think you're kind of hot, you know.
I never have, no.
Yeah,
She's never gone midget.
Would you like a step ladder, Trevor, to give her oral?
Yeah, I give her oral.
Hey, Artie, why don't you try that noise? You can get some girls.
Look at me! Look at me! Hey, look at me, girl! Look at me! Fire!
I wonder if we can get more chicks, Artie or Javon.
Me, of course.
I'll tell you what, if I could be good looking,
Yeah,
I'd
me,
be a
of
midget.
course.
No, you wouldn't. But you would never want to be a midget. No. That's a tough line.
Of anything.
I give much props to you, too. I know it's tough, man. You sit here and act all
It's real easy for me. It's not tough.
Well, I mean, I think I get depressed just as much as anybody else.
I mean, I'd be drinking like Hank the Midget, and I would drop right out of the. I would jump out a window. man. I can't deal being this. Let
That's
alone
what I'm
being
saying.
that.
Could you imagine how much I'd drink if I was a
You gotta
midget?
be comfortable in your own skin.
exactly.
Yeah, one day that'll happen.
He's
You got to.
his height, and he's in the psychiatrist's office 4 days a week.
4 days a week.
Wow.
Imagine if I was a midget.
Well, maybe then there's something we have that
Yeah, sorry, Howard.
psychiatrist needs to
Maybe.
knock in.
Oh, I
It's all
know.
good to be tall, Howard.
If I was a midget, I would be strapped in at the psychiatrist's office.
You know what?
I'd say, look, dude, don't make me go outside. I can't take little kids pointing at
You
me.
walk around your elevator shoes all day.
Bridget the Midget and Drawn, thank
Shout
you.
out to Johnny Neurotic Thief.
All right, thank you. The midgets, ladies and gentlemen. And watch them on tape, and of course, go to the internet and see them. Bye, midgets. Midgets gone mad. There they go. They are fun to look at. I'd get this tape.
Bye, midgets.
You look good.
All kinds of stuff.
All right.
Trevor, keep your pants on. Trevor.
Hey, Trevor, come on.
Oh no, is he unbuttoning again?
Hey, come on, man. Trevor.